Hi,
Hi,
Craig.
bud.
All right. Last time on Well-Dressed Bones, you determined that the god that you were searching for, or more specifically, Fish was searching for, had traveled into North Korea to activate this second bell, this indestructible, powerful nexus of energy that, in combination with the one you already went to, could reverse a famine in the area. That unfortunately required sneaking into North Korea, using a some contacts you had made in Seoul already, um, gang members, smugglers, and information dealers. You were able to reinforce your narrative that you were a film crew looking to film, specifically film some potential North Korean propaganda to be distributed in the West. And under very heavy guard, you were brought north to take a very restrictive tour for your propaganda film, but you utilized your non-existent film training to escape. You shifted the focus of the viewer by distracting the guards. You got into costuming with your fake military uniforms. May had excellent sound design in her distraction of an attack on the way station you were staying in, and some wonderful acting in the form of "No, my dog has disappeared!" as Kekino ran out into the hallway disguised as a dog. Um, you managed to escape, stealing bicycles, and start traveling west. It was a decent amount of time to travel here, especially while keeping yourself safe and avoiding the now very heavy military presence, both because you're close to the border and because they're actively searching for runaways. But you managed to hide out, spending the night uncomfortably but not unsafely in a cave that May had created. And eventually, now as night falls, you have reached your destination, seemingly. On today, the day of Cal's birthday. Not that she wants to remind anyone about that. Um, as you were approaching the area, you climbed a nearby hill to get a view around, and you did. You found what you were looking for, the uh, bell, or where the bell used to be, and where the shrine used to be. For it seems that something has happened to the bell, and the shrine in which it was housed has been entirely destroyed. Maybe that was recent, maybe that wasn't. But the bell pieces have been scattered everywhere in the area and are currently being sought out and eaten, seemingly, by these strange elephantine creatures who seem to be eating the metal and harvesting its magic. Um, Sort of explaining this to you, and as being a potential ally, is a weird little monk guy, a weird little Tibetan guy named Kafan you found at the crest of the hill, who said that he had been in the area when he witnessed um, probably regime mages release these creatures into the area, and that he thought he saw a figure sneak into the ruins of the temple from the village nearby. He's said he's very concerned about the danger these creatures pose to the surrounding area, and based on your suspicions as you went closer, soon proven true. The person hiding out, having seemingly barricaded himself in the ruins of the shrine, is Shihuan's older brother that you were searching for. Between the two of you are the Pulgasari, these elephantine metal eating creatures seeming to uh, seeming to eat and absorb this metal, and they are huge and scary and weird colors and definitely some kind of magical creature. And in trying to communicate with them, they just kind of proved a little too stupid. You couldn't convince them that there was a better meal nearby, and so you ended up having to potentially fight your way through as these creatures are really closing in on Shiho and the ruins of the shrine, seemingly thinking a large meal is at hand there. And with May sort of canceling out potential negotiations with a surprise attack. We are now entering combat, and I need all of you to roll initiative.
It's entirely their fault for being so stupid that
Yeah.
the negotiations didn't work out, because Fish was fully trying to tell them or imply the existence of the second bell, to be like, well, you can have the fresh one.
Yeah, and they're absolutely like, you will show us where this food is after we eat our current food.
We got
Anyway.
to, after being able to talk our way through the entirety of Soul.
Say again, Ellie?
We got to arrogant after talking our way through the entirety of Soul.
That is true for, I guess, us watching this in the future. Just a reminder that there were 2 entire battles, or at least potential battles, that the players fully avoided, both with the gang members and with North Korean soldiers.
And now we're paying the price.
Now you're paying the price. Before I start the battle music, I just want to play the battle music I was heavily tempted to choose instead.
More Undertale? I can't hear shit.
The sound isn't in the call.
Oh, you haven't even invited, yeah.
Wow, you're right. I'm dumb.
Oh, hell yeah.
Jesus.
Nyan Cat.
This is Nyan Cat on traditional Korean instruments.
And who was this meant to be for?
This was meant to be your battle music.
Oh, no, I thought you meant
I
for
was
battle.
sorely tempted, but no, I'll do something a little actionier, a little scarier.
He's not Korean, but it's Kafan's theme.
Yes, Kafan's theme is Nyan Cat. That would be very funny.
Initiative 3.
Oh, you too, hey. Not a good start for us.
Oh, so are we rolling against each other then to
Oh,
see?
no, I got a 4.
Oh, no, I rolled a 2 plus 1.
Ah.
Yeah.
And for
I
Cal,
got a 17.
a 17.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, there's a pretty big spread here. We are starting with Cal at the top of the initiative after May's attack. And then it is going to be Kafan, Shiho, the Pulgasari, May, and Fish. And you are all kind of stuck together at the bottom there, because the Pulgasari also rolled a 4.
Alright.
Wow, buddies. Okay, I think Cal's probably gonna turn to the others and be like, I'll go ahead, sneak through, get as much bell pieces I can pick up, and do defense from the center of the breakage.
You're probably having this like quiet conversation before it kicks off, because the first thing that happens is May attacking Pulgasari 1. Oh, and to specify for the battle, this area on the map is water. This is actually like kind of soft, marshy land. It's wetter than it should be. You absolutely can walk across it. It's just difficult terrain. I'm not going to make you swim.
Okay.
Fish tosses Kekano to Cal to assist in the collection of bell pieces because he fast little boy and he can eat the bell pieces that are still on the ground.
He can eat the bell pieces that are still on the ground. That is true. Okay, he is with Cal. Which attack were you doing?
Acute Overload to Pulgasari 1 has to beat a spell save DC of 14.
Of 14, and it's a intelligence saving throw?
I think it's Wisdom? Hang on, sorry. I swapped over to check something else. No, it is Intelligence, yep.
Okay. Intelligence saving throw. Needs to get a 17?
Needs to get a 14.
14.
I wish it was a 17.
Yeah, but you correctly identified that they are not intelligent. So
No.
Okay. That is a natural 1. Total incomplete failure. Roll your damage, and what other effects happen?
Okay. No, there's no other effects besides damage. The Mind Spike is the one that has the other effects. All right.
Gotcha.
So
Roll damage,
3d8s. Let's do this. That's a 6. That's 10. 13. 16 all up.
Okay, 16 damage. The Pulgasari starts kind of shaking its head and trumpeting as you hit it. There's no sound of the attack other than a magical hum in the air. You can tell it is injured. It is also very pissed off.
Yeah, that's fine. May is going to run 30 feet over where I've got it at the moment, Patrick. Ready to do message next turn.
Okay. Over here then.
Yep. Thank you.
May jukes to the side. And with that, we are starting up with Cal at the top of the initiative.
This thing is going to beat the shit out of me.
yeah, and your guns are metal, right? So they'll just eat them.
God, it's been so fucking long. I'm like, how many feet do I have? My brain has gone to mush. It's 20 feet of movement, correct?
30.
30 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay, so I will do 30 feet of movement and, there, and then I will do, 30 feet of movement, action, move another 30 feet, bonus action, hide.
Okay, you're gonna dash. And where are you hiding? Sort of in these little ruins here?
Yeah, that was the plan.
Okay, cool. Yep, you take your bonus action dash. We'll put you about there. That would get you hidden from kind of every direction. As you get closer, you realize this is essentially like foundations. There was a building here that was kind of like destroyed and burned down. It looks like war scars. It's not so old that kind of like nature has reclaimed it in any way, but it is not. It's not super fresh either. Give me that stealth check.
Alrighty. And I metagamed in my way into a pass without trace. So that is a fresh little 29.
Fresh little 29.
That's fresh, alright. That's raw. Okay.
That is your turn. It is Kafan's turn. He like kind of gets shocked by the instantly attacking and splitting apart, and he's like, my friends, are we attacking? Are we saving the person? Is that what we are doing?
Fish is still right next to him, so like, oh yeah, no, sorry, we are kind of professionals, so we just have a rhythm that we go into. Yes, we're splitting up, taking it on, but I'll stick with you so you don't feel alone and afraid. How about that?
Oh, I understand, my friend. Thank you so much. I am not particularly worried, but I will watch your back and you will watch mine. That will be good. Yes.
Absolutely.
He kind of like breathes in deep, pushes it down into his stomach, like kind of like martial arts focusing, and then goes, and just all of his muscles like tighten, like he just got super dehydrated. It's not like Sinner where he actually physically gets bigger, but you just see magic like spike through him as he increases his body's capability. As he channels his inner magic, he draws two. The name is guitars, but Fish probably wouldn't know that. They are hand weapons with like a big blade coming off the fist. He is going to want to like stay near you because you made that offer. So he is going to run up kind of in front of you here between you and the creature, and he is going to hold his action to attack anything that comes and threatens you. Or May would also probably be in kind of his probably like move one step over this way. So he's kind of between May and Fish and the Pulgasari. And yeah, he's going to use his bonus action. He didn't use all of his movement, but he's going to hold his action. Okay. That is Shiho with the Pulgasari on deck. Shiho sees, just like sees and hears the Pulgasari get really upset, and is going to duck back behind his barricade and disappear. We're not be able to see him anymore, and he is doing this.
Bye.
But
Bye, bitch.
May would have seen him duck behind the barricade, yeah?
Yes, May would have seen him
Cool.
disappear.
That's all I need.
Yeah, you're not like close enough for you to be like, hey, we're friends. So it's just genuinely like he's been in danger, and then there's a bunch of people he doesn't know that are in North Korean uniforms that have like showed up, and the Pulgasari are really pissed off, and he's like ducking out of there.
That's right, just because May can do message through walls if she knows someone's behind it. So yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yes. I would have to on your turn you're gonna have to roll a perception check just to kind of see like, did he duck back behind this wall? Like, how far back did he go? Because he just kind of like moved out of sight. That's
You are
probably
really
not gonna...
punishing us for getting through all those fights earlier, hey?
Yeah. That's probably not going to be a very high DC, and your perception is pretty good. So you will probably be able to hit him with message anyway. That is the Pulgasari's turn with May on deck.
Fish gets a turn.
Yes, Fish is last.
Allegedly.
Fish is last. Fish is slowest.
Okay, yep. Sorry.
Cal ran off with Kekino, and you were like, "Oh, be careful! No, it's good. Okay. Oh, are you gonna? Yeah, okay, we'll stick together." And then like, wait, everybody's doing stuff.
Wait, wouldn't have. Sorry, have I just missed Fish having their turn after May's surprise, or are the others?
No.
Surprise?
No.
Rather than doing a full surprise round, I essentially gave May an extra turn before anyone else did.
Okay,
If May had been like, okay, here's the plan, I'm gonna jump him and we're gonna do this, we would probably be able to do a full surprise round. But May going, hey, what's that? Boom! Just like immediately starting it off.
Trust them to just be in the zone with her at this point.
Yeah.
She's like, nah, they pick up what I'm putting down.
Yep. All right, Pulgasari, May just fucking attacked this one and is in exactly 35 feet, which is its movement. So it is going to charge over and charge into May over here. It's going to trigger Kafan's held action because it's threatening May. So Kafan is going to get 2 attacks on it.
Knew a monk would have this going on. Like, when D&D monks are at super high levels, you can, like, stat them out, so if they're barehanded strikes, they can do, like, ridiculous amounts of attacks in one go. I know he's not barehand, but, like, I imagine it's going to be a similar thing, depending on how high a level this guy is.
He does have, as someone with D&D knowledge, he does not have the key system that D&D monks have, which is where you get, like, 6 attacks a turn. He does have a number of attacks, but when you're holding your action, you get less. Okay, that is a really good roll. That is a hit, and a really bad roll that is still a hit. So let's roll
2.0
damage. Yep, need that, and need that. Okay, that is 18 points of damage as this giant elephantine creature just charges at May. And screaming, making noise, and just boom, boom. Really fast. Like, one fist comes up with the dagger, and it's just like a blur. Two punches just looking like one as he hits this thing in the side, and it is stumbling. It is not. It is not on his last legs by any means. It is certainly bloodied. That's between the two of you. That's a fair amount of damage to them.
I'm gonna say we're probably about half health. I reckon, anyway.
One day we'll unlock the ability to, like, say the health bar.
Yeah.
It's like you have to do a medicine check, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's like,
you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it free as your free action on a turn. You can do like a medicine check or something to see how injured a creature is. But yeah, this thing was attacking you. So as it is charging, it has charged 35 feet in a straight line, which you do not want it to be able to do. I bet Elise can literally see health bars. Maybe, honestly, that would make a lot of sense.
Dark Souls style.
Yeah. Okay. I need.
She generates her own.
Oh, actually, first I need to see if this hits. Okay, it's going to be for that. That definitely hits. I need May to give me a strength saving throw.
No, it's not good. Hang on, actually. You know what? No, I'm just gonna raw dog it. Okay.
Ooh.
That's a 12. Definitely not have beaten it.
You matched it just enough.
I would thought they'd be like enormously. Sorry, go on.
As this creature slams against you, the trunk kind of like grabs your waist and like lifts you up, and you can feel all of that like weight pressing into you, slamming you down. It's gonna take you off your feet. And remember your training with Sinner. You just kind of like lower your gravity and you spread your legs and you dig in your toes and you resist being thrown.
Oh yeah.
It also rolled really badly. So its first attack is to share a bit of math with you. It gets, with the charge and the slam attack, it rolled a 1, a 1, and a 2 for a total of 14.
Oh,
no,
girl.
not 14. I'm wrong. 9. 9
They're big,
damage
but
to
they're
May.
not particularly strong, apparently.
9 damage to May, 9 bludgeoning damage. And then it's going to make its second attack, which we will open up May's inventory.
Excuse me, what do you think you're doing?
I told
We
you.
have-
They're gonna eat the guns.
2 guns, some ammunition that has some metal in it, the multi-tool, the magnifying glass,
Not the thermos.
grappling hook, the thermos.
Don't
The
fuck
thermos,
with me, Patrick.
The thermos says, Caligulus, avenge me. I need May to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Fucking Christ. It's a nat 20. Wow.
A nat
That's
20.
So a dirty 21.
A dirty 21.
Yeah.
With based on what I rolled, the revolver, not the blunderbuss, the revolver gets picked up out of the holster by the trunk as it starts moving it towards its mouth, and you smack it and grab it into your hand. It is
thank you.
going to try to eat your metal objects.
I think May will kill it. May was like, I don't want to hurt it, but whatever, before. Now she's like, I will rend you asunder.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hurt it, in parentheses, person who started the fight.
Yeah, person who started the fight. It's true. Get any bonus actions? No,
better
it does
fucking
not, because it did not. You resisted being taken off your feet, so it does not get any bonus actions. Okay, that is then going to be the rest of the Pulgasari. Number 3 is going to charge into this barricade here. And you hear a cracking and breaking as the barricade shivers and pieces start to fall off as you hear yelling from behind. And then it is going to eat the piece of metal that it landed on right here. So delete that piece of metal. And Fish still had Eldritch Sight up, so if Fish is looking in that direction, you see the magic flow into the creature from the bell piece.
Upon seeing that, they're gonna think over it, Kakano. Go eat those fucking bell pieces. Like, it may not necessarily have the same effect on you, but, like, at least prevent them from eating more.
Okay. Some of these pieces, Kekino would really have to... Some of the bigger pieces you can see, Kekino would really have to stretch his jaw to get them all in. So that might involve a roll for the bigger pieces. But for the most part, yeah. He's like, got it, Dad. You got it. Pulgasari 4 is going to come over and eat this piece right here, and then slam down on that barricade right next to it. It looks like it doesn't do a whole lot, but you again see the magic flowing into it. And that. And Pulgasari 2 hears the cry of Pulgasari 1 as it is attacked and then charges, turns, trunk up in the air, seeming to quest, seeming to sense in a way. Caligulus has a dagger, a sickle, And
Sickle.
her choker is, fortunately, the necromantic steel does not read as metal, seemingly to these creatures. But that's 2 items that start to get a little bit warm, as even without the stealth check, the Pulgasari heads in your direction, eats this piece of metal, and is going to push into the ruins and search for you.
This is just for hilarity to me. Does it have to be a certain length, or is it like the metal in her garters and like bra are also like?
Give me an Arcana check.
Magic metal, right? I'm assuming it's magic metal.
I mean, the guns aren't. Well, no, not. I guess everything in
mace
your pack
guns.
is magic, but
Yeah, mace guns are very much magical.
God, what is that? 24.
24. The effect is, you think, based on the fact that your weapons are getting warmer and your garters are not really as much, but just a little bit. You think that it is proportional to like how much metal is there. It will eat any metal, but like it's not going to be able to sense really like the amount in your garters unless it's really close. And magical items are more strongly affecting it.
Makes sense.
So now we're going to do a perception check with advantage because it is right next to you, and it is smelling that metal on you against that 29 stealth, and we'll see how well you can do, how well you can hide.
It's like in Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Oh. I am going to set that down. I forgot, as creatures associated with the Earth, the Pulgasari have a tremor sense within 10 feet. It knows exactly where you are. It is just going to be a question of whether it can hit you with the ruins in the way. It was not 100% sure, so it didn't charge. It's just doing a regular attack, but let's give it disadvantage and see if it hits you. 17 and an 18 definitely hits. That is 9, 14 damage to Cal, bludgeoning damage.
Patrick, stop getting up in the mix. Start doing more stealthy things. Yeah, I was just do more stealthy stuff. You're a necromancer. Use your stealth. Yeah. Okay, here's my stealth mission. Actually, fuck you. I made a fuck you monster who can sense metal, and your stealth powers are useless. Despite rolling nearly a 30.
I gave you the info that it could. That it was associated with metal and was eating metal in some way before the battle even started, and now you have more information. If you ditch your metal, you can probably hide.
I hate you. Do what you asked me. This is how I get punished.
If you ditch your metal, the game will get better. Cut that.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Accurate.
That's accurate. Okay. I don't think any of you can see it, but you can hear kind of getting closer. There were 2 juvenile Pulgasari out on the fringes. They were kind of farther away from the big ones. You can hear like trumpeting and steps, so they may be on their way to join
this
here.
Shit.
And with that, it is May's turn with Fish on deck.
Yeah, right. May is now close enough to have a crack at messaging Shiho. So you want me to do a roll, Patrick? Was that right?
Yep. Perception check.
That's a 16.
A 16? You saw the direction he passed in as, like, you just saw like a flash through like a hole in the wall as he moved to the other side, and you're like, okay, if I like do it in this angle, good chance I'm going to hit him, even if he's a little like closer, a little farther away. So you get it and you make the connection. What message do you send?
May says, Shiho, we come bearing a message from your brother and to help you save the bell. Please help us.
Okay. And he can reply. Okay. You hear you come to help? Kill these things, please. I'll help whoever I can.
Alright, May's just like,
yeah,
will do. And then May is going to he's definitely going to get a attack of opportunity, no matter what she does if she leaves. May is going to run behind Fish, and as a bonus action, she's going to load the blunderbuss.
Okay. I assume the blunderbuss is already loaded. I think you gotta fire it once before you need to load it again. I just assume.
Thank you very much. No,
I just
Yeah.
assume May would have loaded it in a dangerous situation rather than going, I'm gonna start this fight and be
No,
unprepared.
you know what? You're so right. I don't even know
No.
why I said that.
I do. It's because you're a writer, and it's because, like, that's what the thing... Because you're going in the sequence of events of what the thing is. Whereas in battle, we're just simply allowed to skip the...
Well, it is a actual
This requires
feature
loading.
of May's thing that it needs to be loaded.
Yeah, unlike the other gun. But I will take you up on that preload, Patrick. Thank you very much. And I
makes
will
sense to me.
fire it right in its fucking face.
Okay. Sounds good. Fire it right in its fucking face. Give me give me an attack roll.
That's a 25.
A 25 definitely hits. Okay. I forget how I made your gun work. Do you roll damage or?
I do. It's 2d6 plus 1d4 bludgeoning.
Right. And.
I get spread.
And you get spread damage because it's right up in your face. So it's 3d6. Yes. You're essentially unloading a very like you're unloading a shotgun
13.
that 13 damage. You're unloading a shotgun that does not aim particularly well, but this thing is 2 feet in front of you, so you just got to point in the right direction. With 13 damage, as this gun goes off, has May practiced with this before?
I think she has.
Okay.
Just because she would have had to test it.
Yeah. Nope, that wasn't loud enough.
Sounds
That
like the
one.
fucking Jungle Cruise in here.
Yeah. The gun goes off, and it is so goddamn loud, and the Pulgasari is right in your face. Part of its face and like a big chunk of its shoulder just kind of like devolves into blood and flesh. It is not dead. It is very much kind of like on its last legs.
I know Kafan won't like this, and I wanted to be close with him because he seems like a cool guy. But that was season 1, May. May's sick of this already.
She's like, I gotta get home to my boyfriend.
She's like, this thing touched my fucking guns. Get out of here. And then she'll go behind Fish as far as she can.
Okay. As you get away, you get an attack of opportunity from this this creature. Let's see. Yep, that hits. And that is going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Worth it.
Since you did a perception check, I think as you're kind of running away, trying to like dodge this attack, you look at this thing, and as kind of the like sort of rhino-like, sort of elephantine-like ears flap forward, you see like a tattoo or a brand kind of like on its neck. And I think you realize that like this is like breeding stock or something. Like somebody, bred these up. It was like a cattle brand almost. And maybe these are kind of like a weaponized creature for the regime or something. Clearly with not like a ton of control over it, but they were like brought here on purpose. Is I think what you get is like these aren't like escaped animals necessarily.
Yeah. Or like naturally occurring.
They're
naturally occurring.
They're absolutely like a natural magical creature in the same way as like the type of Leviathan that you heard the rest of the party talk about. You ran into in the north. The way that like the fire squirrel the fire squirrels you would see in the woods around your dig site were naturally occurring magical creatures, but somebody has been like breeding them up. They're probably not like from this area necessarily. Why would metal eating creatures be in the lowlands instead of in the mountains? They've been clearly like bred up as stock in some way. Okay, that is your movement and action. Any bonus actions?
No, already used it to offer the blunderbuss, so nope.
You used it to do what with the blunderbuss?
To shoot it.
No, shooting it is a action. A bonus action is reloading it.
Then I can't have shot it because message isn't a bonus action. Sorry, I thought using it was a bonus action.
No, reloading it is a bonus action. Oh, we'll say for the future going forward.
Yeah,
you
sorry,
gotta,
that was my fault.
Be aware of that. Unless I gave you a bunch of weird stuff.
Oh no, wait, hold on. Wasn't this something to do with
dual
like
wield?
We had a
maybe?
dual wielding? Yeah. One of them was like had the light property or something. I'm pretty sure it was the blunderbuss, or no, it was the revolver. I think, wasn't it? Can dual wield on the energy revolver.
Dual wield.
Can dual wield both of them?
Yes. You got a feat, which I do not see on your list. Yes. You got a feat where you could attack with both guns, I believe, as part of an action, not as a bonus action. Okay. That is May's turn. It is Fish with the top of the round and Cal on deck.
Right. Just double checking. Booming Blade is one of those things that can be put on any weapon as long as the party consents, yes?
Yeah. It has to be a weapon you are swinging. If you had like had a gun or a stick or something, as long as you were like whacking it instead of shooting it or something, it would still count.
Yeah, okay. So Fish coming on up to Kafan and casts Booming Blade on, which is a cantrip, on to his hand knife things. What were they called again?
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh, Booming Blade is a range of self, not a range of touch. You can only do it for your own attack.
Feel of shit.
But what if it wasn't?
What a compelling argument!
Yeah.
That's why I think we've had this Patrick many times.
What if it wasn't?
Fine. That doesn't happen then.
Yeah, no, just the way Booming Blade works is it doesn't make sense if it's not on you. Because it doesn't like last, you immediately make an attack with it.
Fine, well, they've still come up and, I don't know, see, they saw that, that the Pulgasari went for May's gun and obviously wanted it, and like Fish is stupid, but I think it's okay for them to be like, oh yeah, they want the medal. So out of their inventory, they take their flashlight, which I'm sure has been getting a lot of usage, and would be very useful to keep. I'm just gonna chuck that behind. But, like, not before being like, Fetch! So I don't know, I'm pointing here. How's this for a
chuck?
position?
Yeah, give me athletics check.
Okie doke. Dirty 20.
Oh, we love it.
You chuck it, and it just like honestly, you could have had a career in baseball, but yeah, you just get it right where you aimed. It splashes down into some like really moist soil right there at the edge. You can see the Pulgasari like track it with its eyes, and it's got those kind of like rhino side-facing eyes, so it's like turning its whole head. But it doesn't look like you've necessarily like permanently distracted it, just kind of like it's aware it threw that. If it had not just been blasted in the face, that probably would have completely and totally worked. But you definitely distracted it a little bit, and it cannot track you based on that flashlight now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because it was really just to fuck with it before blasting it in the face to death, hopefully, with blasphemous darts.
How many darts do you have? You have 3 darts?
3.
Okay. Then you could not roll low enough to not kill this thing.
Hell yeah!
Wait.
So yeah, you fire off your blasphemous darts, and it shoots into this thing, and it dies. It collapses like a mountain. It just like it. You hit it. It hits it in the shoulder. It flinches. It hits it in the head. It starts going down. The last dart like takes it in the leg as it falls. It is like collapsing, and you can like feel the ground shaking. It's so goddamn heavy as it collapses down to the ground. Kafan is still like holding up his gauntlets at this thing as it falls down, and he goes, "Well done, my friend. It is a shame that this creature had to die, but of course it was threatening us, and we need to do what we need to do to keep people safe."
Yeah, very true, and circle of life. You live, you die, you're on your feet, you're down in the mud.
I believe the very same.
I'm so glad. You see, we've clearly, you've picked the right team, we've picked the right guy. Let's proceed. I gotta go. I'll just go get my device over there because maybe just in case I have to use it again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the walk of shame back over.
Nothing more fish than doing that move and then going to the next guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do you actually want to move over there?
Yeah.
You got it.
I mean, like we have to proceed forward anyway.
Yep. Yeah. This is the extent of your movement because the ground is pretty marshy and hard to walk through. So you get there and you pick up your flashlight. That is the top of the round for Cal with Kafan on deck.
All right. So Cal starts off by trying to get to her dagger on her thigh garter or thigh holster, which I guess roll for Fish or anyone else to see her desperately try to roll up a
You do have a stealth of 29 still, so I think if you don't
Okay.
want anyone to see this, they
Kekano is
don't
right
have to.
there. The Kekano's right there.
Kekano
so
is
it
right
can
there.
just be-
Kekano does probably see.
Yeah, so he just automatically scans the information, sends it over to Dan. Why am I receiving visions while I'm trying to pick up a flashlight in mud?
Yeah, no, the Kakano has orders of just like anytime she's just like messing with something. I just wanna know. Rolls up her skirt, which is very hard when it's a pencil skirt, to grab the dagger. She, as a bonus action fuck yeah, I didn't realize this was gonna work until I said it. As a bonus action, she is going to cast Divine Favor on the dagger.
Okay.
And as her action, she's going to throw it as hard as she possibly can off in, let me go my pointer, this like fuck off direction.
Absolutely. Give me that athletic check.
Is an athletic check for, because I have like dagger throwing as an ability.
I'm more seeing like how well you aim rather than how like you
hard
know
I can chuck it, because I
how
can
hard you
chuck it 60 feet.
Yeah. It's more aim that you're doing right now, yeah.
And then it's either that Kekano can give me an advantage, or I can have something to do with give Kekano an order, right?
Yeah.
Can I get Kekano to give me advantage on this throw? Because it's honestly,
sure.
he's not going to be very helpful to me if the guy is still here.
Yeah, you can also order him to like to run off and try to like collect metal pieces. That's what Fish was ordering to do, so that's kind of what he wants to do.
He can take the back way around.
Yeah, disappear and reappear that way.
Yeah, no, I'm like, if Cal tells him to help, he'll still prioritize that.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking advantage just to kind of get the path clear for him to maybe go over that direction, but do you guys think I should save him and then he can just, like, teleport closer to his dad and maybe get to the pieces that way?
That would be it would probably be a bonus action to make him disappear, and then a bonus action to make him reappear, so it would take some kind of, like, action economy to do that. Or he just tries to slip away. Yeah, it's up to you.
Keep him physical is what I say.
Okay. All right. In this case, I will take the advantage just because I need it. Probably.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. That is going to be 14 to Chuck.
That is going to be a 14 to Chuck. You pull out this dagger, and you are maybe dreading a little bit having to do physical activity. But Kekano was like, "You got this, Collisionist. I believe in you." And you throw it. It goes hand over hand and ends up clattering a little bit against the ruins and then splashing in right here. And you see, as it is magically charged, the Pulgasari is not like ignoring you. It is pretty distracted by you throwing this, and that's your object interaction. If you can ditch the scythe, I think you're free and clear of metal, like major metal.
I'll use my bonus action and my action. Can I do anything but move?
No, you did a free object interaction. I would say as a bonus action or action, you could like attack with the scythe and just like leave it in its hide or something. You know.
Okay. I'm surprised you had it was object interaction for the throwing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? That's not a bad idea. I'll attack with the sickle and just keep it in there.
Okay. Give me that attack roll.
Is the sickle a new thing?
No, I
no,
always had it.
she's always had it. She just so rarely does melee attacks.
Because why would I?
Yeah.
It's been so long, I'm like, it's
Al takes it out, and May is like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah. So it's a D20 to know whether or not I hit, right? And then if I do hit, I do the 1D4.
It's been so long.
So do the D20 to see if you hit. That's
Okay.
D20 plus your dexterity plus your proficiency bonus. So that should be in your thing.
It's been so long.
To hit
is there-
should be plus
Attack say like dagger +4, sickle +4. So is it my
Yes.
flat roll +4?
Yes.
Perfect. And then 16.
Okay. 16 hits. You sink this sickle into its hide as it bellows at you. And you just like release it, let it go?
Yeah.
Okay. You are metal free, and you have still a bonus action and movement. If you want, you can disengage.
Don't have a bonus action.
You don't have a bonus action?
No, I used to find
Oh, because you use the spell. Okay. You are good. You still have your movement. You know, you would take an attack of opportunity if you left this creature's threatened area. But there's a bunch of like cover around here. There's ruins in the way. You still have Pass Without Trace on you, so it's gonna have to roll higher to hit you, even running
Okay.
away.
Do I not roll damage?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I was like, wait, it's been a while, but hold on.
Yes. You roll 1d4 plus 1, I believe.
That's only a 2.
Okay. 2 damage. Yeah, definitely seems more like you annoyed it than like seriously injured it. And in fact, as you sink the blade in, Fish would be able to see this a lot better, but you think there are like little sparks and crackles coming off the skin when you punch your blade in. You think it might be a little bit protected, like maybe you shaved off some like temporary hit points or something like that.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Why not? We're gonna have fun. I still have 28 hit points. We're gonna run the full 30 feet in the opposite direction and take the attack of opportunity.
Okay, just straight back.
Over back into the triangle zone.
Okay, this
Gonna
way.
get to those Doritos.
The quickest way would be to like circle around close to it and then sprint kind of on the more
Yes.
solid ground.
No, Cal doesn't want to ruin her shoes. It's
Yeah,
gonna be that
so
way.
you can get about here, and we'll do that attack of opportunity. That is a 12 to hit, and Cal's AC is 13, so it misses.
Yay!
Yeah, that's even not counting for like the stealth and the hiding in the
Yeah.
ruins. It would have missed you. Okay, yeah. Cool, free and clear. Kekino is hanging off of your shoulder, going, "Oh, yeah, he's close!" As this big trunk swings over you and tries to slam into you.
Misses and pats him instead.
Yeah, gives him a nice little pat and goes, "You're a good boy."
Give them a full baby mine and Dumbo.
Yes.
All right, that is end of Cal's turn. That is Kafan with Shiho on deck. Kafan promised to stay with Fish. As Fish, as you're walking through the mud, you're like to go over and get your flashlight. Kafan steps back, gets a good look at May, gets a good look at the Pulgasari, and then runs up to meet you and just like doesn't sink into the ground. Just like runs across of it like almost like a Jesus lizard. Just does not, barely leaves a footprint. He's just running so like fast and light, and just like easily skips over you, skips past you into the mud.
Okay, and Fish is like knee deep, or how deep?
It's probably like shin
deep.
deep. It's just hard to get out of. It's hard to move in.
Fish is shin deep, watches him do this, and just goes, show off.
I think he says, "Come on, my friend, you seem stuck," and grabs you and kind of like pulls you out of the mud a little bit. If you are willing to like go with him on this, if you resist him at all, he's not going to do it.
No, for sure. Like Fish, grabs hold of him. It's like, oh, yeah, okay, thank you. Yes, I'm not used to. Yeah, it's been a while.
It takes an athletics check, which he passes. He grabs you and he pulls you one step closer onto the land. You are free of the marshy ground, although filthy from your knees down. But you got your flashlight and up to your elbows. Now that I think about it, but he goes, "I'm sorry, my friend. I must run ahead. It seems like that man is in danger." And gestures to the Pulgasari that is like Pulgasari 3 up here that is like battering down Shiho's defenses.
Yep. Fish goes, I'll meet you up there.
Okay. Then he has moved 30 feet to run across the thing and get to you, and then moves the rest of his movement an additional 30 feet, as he has a speed of 60. And was just kind of like holding back and hanging out with you because you promised. Otherwise, he could have run this entire battlefield already. He's fucking fast.
That was nice of him.
He's like Sonic.
If he used his bonus, how much would he have?
Let's see. He does not have a bonus action dash like Cal does, so he'd have to use his action at a dash. That would be an additional 60. Which, yeah, he probably does. I don't think he wants to get to the Pulgasari and have no attacks left, so I think he's going to run up to, like, here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's straight up Wile E. Coyote. He's just like, I need to go help them, and it's like, yeah, okay, that's fine. He's just gone. You just look up, and he's like the end of a racetrack from you.
Yeah, he left behind a tiny little dust cloud like a cartoon, and Fish goes,
in the shape of his body. Yeah.
Did I hallucinate that this man ever existed?
Is it possible that he didn't actually help me with some kind of like magical power or something? Yeah, that is Kafon's turn. It is going to be Shiho with the Pulgasari on deck. I think angle-wise, Cal can see this, and I think May was already looking that direction and did get a good perception before, so I think we'll probably count May too. Shiho leaps over a low spot on the wall, tries to sneak around the Pulgasari. You assume he doesn't have any metal on him. Grabs this piece as soon as the Pulgasari feels it moving, it swings towards him. He sprints and he's going to chuck it back behind this the barricade into his area. That's object interaction. That's pretty much all of his movement. I'll say he uses his bonus action to grab this other smaller piece that's right here and chuck that in as well. And then he can't get behind cover, so he's going to do an attack. You can see him kind of like muttering and chanting to himself as fire grows into his hand, and he turns and he blasts this creature right in the side. Does not even seem to notice. You think maybe is at least resistant to fire, maybe fully immune. And I think you can hear very loud Korean swears from this old man. And that is the Pulgasari with May on deck. This one doesn't know Kafan is here, so it is going to attack again at this barricade. Okay. And yep, splintering and cracking and breaking. Yeah, no one else is really close enough to see what is happening with this, but you do hear a very loud crash as this barricade is destroyed.
Enjoy, Bridget.
Pulgasari 2 saw Pulgasari 2 saw Cal leave and has now lost track of her without any medal, and therefore is going to make a perception check against Cal's stealth. Your
shiny beacon.
Yeah, you're not hiding, but you do still have your Pass Without Trace active. So I think your passive stealth is 24, I think, without rolling.
Jesus.
So we'll see if he can get a 24. I'll give you a hint. He's got to roll a nat 20 on this roll with advantage. No. He is bellowing and trumpeting and just making tons of noise and spinning around, but does not seem to have any real idea where you are, and runs over and eats your knife. Knife is gone in this thing's stomach. Then it is going to use the rest of its movement to get up here towards... Nope, click into space. There we go. To get towards this bell piece. This juvenile Pulgasari arrives here. Yeah.
I hate these guys.
Yeah. Real annoying. Based on actual folklore, sometimes they are holy creatures that help people in need, and sometimes they are like devils and cause destruction and stuff. So I was like, sure, why not?
It depends entirely on what side of the conflict you're on.
Yeah. And Pulgasari 4 is going to attack Shiho because it just attacked him. It's going to back up a little bit and then charge.
Also, Patrick, when were you planning on having us take our dinner break?
I think we get to the end of this round and we take a little dinner break. So we do May and Fish's turn, and then we take a quick dinner break.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually have. Hour. I think
we
more
actually have
15, 20 minutes.
What was that, hun?
I said I think not a full half hour. I think 15, 20
Oh,
minutes.
yeah. It's not going to be super long. I'm just going to probably eat at this desk. That is a hit. Which means this. Fuck me. Okay.
It'd be awkward if Shiho died. That would be problematic for us.
That was... Okay, that was decent.
To repeat a joke from season 1, good news, Tone, we found your sister. Bad news, Tone.
Bad news, Tone, we killed your sister.
We continue.
Hey, you know what? Maybe this is another Chris Sevendeer situation. You know, maybe this guy's amazing, even with bad stats.
Yeah, we all hope so.
We can just tell North Korea that we found the star for our propaganda movie, and she's a hot blonde who lives in America. We just need a flyer edge.
Okay. You watch Shiho get absolutely rocked. I think Cal is probably close enough to hear his ribs break in the like explosion of air. He is not down. He is damn close. He is barely holding on. As this thing charges, he manages to not get knocked down. He's like, he's in shape like his brother, but he is older. So you just see an old man in robes that were once nice and are now very like torn and destroyed, clinging to like the face of this creature, like getting a handhold and a foothold on the horn, on the tusks, as he does not get thrown, but then immediately gets grappled as the trunk wraps around him. So yeah, he's not doing good.
Fuck these guys. God.
But he clearly wanted to save the bell pieces, so...
Now, Shiho, when you said bring him home, you didn't specify in one piece.
I do honestly think it's kind of like... I do honestly think Shihuan would be like, that is horrible, I can't believe my brother died. Thank you for bringing back his body, at least.
Yeah.
You know, at least you did that. Plus, you could be like, he was dead when we found him.
Absolutely, it was too late.
Yep, that was that attack. That's that. That's that. Nobody else is close enough. Okay, that is May with fish on deck.
All right.
Oh, and to be clear, Kekano can instead act on Fish's turn, so Fish can say, go off and get the bell pieces. He probably wouldn't be able to get more than one because he already used his action for the turn, but as an object interaction, he could probably swallow one.
Yeah.
Okay. Patrick, what are these little circular bits? Is that a path, or is that just like remains of a fence?
In the actual map, it's like a little half-sunken path. I would say that is ground that is not difficult terrain, but it's so small you would probably be better off just like running across a narrow part of the marsh.
Yeah, May's going to run up to the edge of the marsh just here, like where I'm doing the thingy.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to do acute overload again with a spell point to bring it up a level.
Okay. On who?
On the one that's just borderline down Shiho.
Okay. Pulgasari 4, what is the range of overload?
Oh wait, sorry, no. It's within 30 feet. I got excited thinking about something else.
Yeah, probably gotta be something else.
Yeah, okay.
I think you could shoot that distance with your revolver. It would, I'm pretty sure, be with disadvantage. But
no, because I have the sharpshooter, I ignore distance penalties. That's the one.
No, the ranges is just increased by 50 feet, which does, I think, yeah. No, you're well within range. You don't need to roll with disadvantage. That's just a shot.
Damn annoying. All right, anyway, so May shoots it.
Okay.
On the knee, aiming.
Yep. Going down, sighting.
Yep.
Okay.
Not great. That is 16.
Okay. A 16 does actually hit. There is a little bit of kind of shit in the way. There's like some freestanding like pillars from where the building used to be. It's still not enough because this thing has a fairly low AC. But yeah, you plank it. Give me that damage roll.
Just a 6.
Okay.
But bonus action, she's going to reload the blunderbuss.
Okay. Sounds good. You hit with the 6 damage. You also see a little bit of like magic sparking as you eliminate some like temporary hit points, and do less damage than even you thought. Okay. You use your movement, your action, your bonus action. That is Fish with top of the round and the dinner break on deck.
Okie doke. Fish runs on over to this piece to pick it up. They've learned from their experience with Jonas and the Black Crystal. So they've like taken off their military jacket and like wrapped it around.
Wrap it up so you don't have to touch it with your hands. Yeah.
Yes. And
in
told Kekano, grab that one that's right at Denya's feet.
In the moment, you can make an Arcana check as you jump down and wrap this thing up as you examine it.
Sure would like to. Let's do it.
Give me an Arcana check. And I will do a try to swallow a big piece of metal check for Kekano.
5.
Yeah, Kekano's good. With a 5, you remember communing with the other bell.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking thing, like, you know, Shihuan was telling you, like, yeah, the bell couldn't be damaged. Like, bombs were dropped on this building, and it didn't break. This thing is nigh indestructible. So you're picking up this piece being like, what the fuck happened here? As you grab that piece and have it with you. Hehehe, it's attached.
Nice.
And Kekano, you see Kekano jump down off your shoulder, and you hear, "Got it, Dad," and goes up to a piece of metal that is, it's kind of an odd shape, but it's about as big as his head, and he just has to go,
Like a seagull.
So he tries to get it in his mouth. He does get it down, and it disappears. It disappears into his little void, and he goes, "I don't feel any different."
He's not a bug house, but he is a bell house.
I'm a bell house!
And you know what? Bonus action, I think it's reasonable to want to blast from a start number 4, if that's all right.
Yep. Yeah, sounds good to me. Roll that damage. You are within range.
Alright. Fat one does 3d4 plus 3. The fat one does 9. And the other 2 do 5 and 2.
5 and 2. Pretty good rolls. Okay. 16 damage. It definitely felt that. You know, whatever May did got rid of its kind of like defense in that way as you unleash your darts, and then it just goes into this thing's hide. That. Okay. That is Fish's turn, unless you want to use a bonus action.
That was...
Blast from Starts was a bonus action.
Yeah.
You still have an action.
Well, what even is there to do? I don't think anything.
I don't know. Up to you. Okay.
I'm happy to end it there. Go eat dinner.
With that, we will take a little pause to have a dinner break. We will be back in, we'll say, 20 minutes. And I will turn off the sound so that Ink doesn't go crazy this time.
Are we getting an Inkcast? An alien Inkcast?
I'm gonna go have a snack. Sorry.
Well, I'll get a
That's good.
fresh drink, but then I guess Inkcast.
Sponsored by Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never have to give an ink cast, but we do enjoy them. Yeah, let's go eat. Meet back in 20 minutes. And I was making a reference to the last time you were like, yeah, keep the sound on. And then we came back after Inkcast and you're like, the sound is driving me insane.
No, I remember. You don't have to remind me. I know.
All right, be back.
Alright, okay. Inkcast. Episode... I don't know, actually. It doesn't matter. At the time of recording, it is Saturday, the 4th of January in Australia time. For the Americans, it would still be Friday the 3rd. Happy New Year! It is 2025. That's great. That's nice. Quarter of the century. That means there's 25 more years to go until the end of all things. And that's nice. Halfway there, living on a prayer. If you celebrate any holidays, congratulations. I hope those were nice. I ate a lot of gingerbread. I'm one for gingerbread. And that's kind of it. I got to do New Year's twice. One time for me and the other time Minnesota time. And that was fun. Although, like, you know, the memes are true, where it's like normal image of just sitting down, cat sitting down, 11:59 p.m., 12 a.m., cat sitting down wearing a party hat, 12:01, cat sitting down. In fact, when it was turning New Year's the first time, Australia time, I was just playing Minecraft. Speaking of which, the Pale Garden. First of all, very cool. Second, too small. Third, started a fresh world where it's just Pale Garden. Too big, but like that's just the way that it is with any single biome world. It's been ages since Patrick and I have played Minecraft together. I don't even remember what the last thing we were doing. I think I was off having to go get more diamond because we lost to the diamond tools that we had, or did we already do that, or what was happening? I don't recall. It doesn't matter. We built our house, and it was mostly him. He did a very good job with it. And with copper grating as like a balcony, and we have a dog. But then we split up on the regular to go do each a different thing, and it's like, well, one player is sleeping. What's the other player doing? It's like, fuck, I'm in a hole. So anyway, get back to that eventually. And Pale Garden, white wood, fucking sick. Now we need black wood, and the essentially the spectrum will be like, it won't be, the grayscale will not be complete, but the we can have black wood, then the dark oak, then spruce and oak and birch white. It makes sense. I built a tower that went from dark to light terracotta. The terracotta is great. The only problem is the black terracotta is indeed so black that you just don't know what you're fucking looking at, even when you light it up with a beacon. Good luck. So that's Minecraft. I've been very tired lately. My brain is fully awake. However, my eyes, for whatever reason, it's like taking up all of my physical energy to keep my eyelids open even. I don't know what the problem with that is. But alas, such is the way of things. Noodle, my cat who starts all of the fights, he turned 11. Good for him. He's currently sleeping. There is no fighting to be happening, which is good. Much preferable to the alternative. My friend's cat also turned 11. The cat, her name is Mundy. And she's very cute. I met her one time. She's teeny tiny. And like, I say that as a person who already has ginormous cats. But like, no, she was, like, she is a small cat. It's not just my fucked up perception of time. Okay, now it's time to talk about Watchmen for no reason. But I've been thinking about it. So in the original comic, it's Adrian Veidt, he puts the thing, he makes it a big monster that he got together all of the artists of the world to make secretly make, and then he blew them up so they couldn't tell the true story, and then he put the monster in New York City. That perfect, makes total sense. I understand that. And I like it. The movie Watchmen is like is the same but different. Like, it really, the medium is the message. It really matters that it is not a comic graphic novel anymore, and that it's a movie now. In fact, like, that this is directly reflected in the line of how it's like, I'm not like an old what was the original, but like, I'm not an old radio or TV serial villain. I did it 30 minutes ago. And then that's in the original comic book. And then in the movie, they change it to, I'm not a comic book villain. I did it 30 minutes ago. And this relationship that the adaptation and the different versions have with one another genuinely interesting to me. But right, in the movie, Vight's plan is to set up Dr. Manhattan for everything. So it's all his fault. Dr. Manhattan blew up all of the cities. And my friend is like, well, this makes much more sense than the monster, because already Vight's plan has been setting up Dr. Manhattan from the beginning. Expelling, like ruining his reputation, making him go to Mars. And so, like, it makes sense that the finale of that would be, and now he's come back, and they've all banded together, all of the, cultures and countries and governments of the world have banded together to, like, team up and take down Dr. Manhattan. And it makes logical sense because it started here, and here. I understand and respect that, but the thing I do disagree. I prefer the monster, because Dr. Manhattan is very much an Earth problem. And even if indeed the governments of the world were able to put aside their differences to team up and band against the threat that they perceive him to be, which, he certainly is, but like not actually responsible for blowing up cities, it would, at the end of the day, it would still be like, well, he was an American. The Americans did it. Like, because like a whole part of Dr. Manhattan's arc is like, Superman is real and he's an American. And so, yes, even if the US government could indeed like band together with others of the world, at the end of the day, the others would, I feel it makes sense, then turn around and go, okay, well, this was your fault that this happened. And then it would return to squabbling and on the brink of war, such and such and such. That makes sense to me. But the monster, which is not an actual extra dimensional being, but like a big thing, a big art project created by humans on Earth, but all of the humans on Earth who know about it are dead. So no one can talk about it. But that, as perceived by Earth's population to be a completely separate thing from Earth and its politics and all of that, that is indeed a true thing for everyone to be like, forget everything else. Whatever we were fighting about doesn't matter. There's a totally new element. We have to ignore everything else and think about the monster. And even though like the monster, died immediately, but like it makes sense that is a fuck everything else. Forget everything else. Whereas Dr. Manhattan as being the world threat set up by Veidt makes logical sense. But then there would be fallout after that. Whereas, like, after you've dealt with the extra dimensional monster threat, everyone can look at each other and go, hey, we actually do work together good as a team. Yeah, I don't know. That is my interpretation. And the reason why I have just gone off on that was because I was thinking about it the other night. Thanks for listening. Okay. If you are familiar with popular Tumblr culture, then you may know and be familiar with Stray Cat J, politely referred to as Mr. J. Well, a couple of years ago, another cat joined the family, and his name is Kofuku, but also goes by sorry, I have text on the screen, and you can't like think words and say words that are different at the same time. Menace Cat K. That's like his little tag on the blog. Apparently, new cat has joined the family. Chatty Cat M, who eyed and a little orange beast. Very nice. We love a good cat. And a bad cat, even. Has actually joined the family. Now I'm second guessing myself. Maybe not. Maybe the landlady is just occasionally feeding this third cat. I admit I don't check up enough to know. No, the orange M cat seems to be inside. Yep. Nope. It seems that she's inside. Well, good for her. Someone has returned. It's Mooney. Hi,
And also
Mooney.
me.
And Patrick. No, you haven't returned. I haven't acknowledged you.
I will wait then.
Did you end
Oh
up
shit!
doing it?
Hi, Patrick.
Oh, hi! I'm here.
When'd you get back?
Just now.
Oh, just now. Okay. Hi, Mooney.
Hi. Did you end up doing an incast?
Yeah, I did. Talked about Watchmen. I don't know why.
I like
Yeah,
it.
that's fine.
It's because I'm going out to lunch with my friend Jake tomorrow, and it
Yep.
is he. It is with he that I've had the discussion where it's like, does it make more sense for it to be the original comic graphic novel the monster that Adrian Veidt makes happen, or is it that is it better that Dr. Manhattan gets framed? And I think the monster is better.
I think they're trying to do different things.
Oh, certainly. Yes, absolutely. But also, I'm right.
I think there is a little bit of thematic messiness of making it Dr. Manhattan that you avoid with doing the monster. But you um, you what am I trying to say? The monster reads a little bit silly to kind of a modern audience, I think. So I think they were trying to avoid that, and that's why they went that route. I do think the monster still works better thematically.
Yes. And the way that I feel about changing things, because the audience might find it silly, the audience might not get it. Fuck the audience. Make
Yeah.
what you want to see.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Like how, musical movies aren't like a thing except for, animated and stuff. Because audiences find it more difficult to buy that people would be breaking out in song. Yeah, well, fuck
Yeah, who
them.
cares? Who cares? Oh, Ellie's back. Hello.
Hi,
I've been
Ellie.
back for
Sorry,
ages.
sorry to ignore
You're
you.
right. You're right.
I also have one last Watchmen opinion between the difference between the graphic novel and the movie, and then I'm done. Which is that for the whole period that Rorschach is in prison, in the graphic novel, he is denied his mask, which makes perfect sense. And even in the riot, when they have to still go and like get him out of there, he still can't wear his mask because it's being kept from him. And in this way, it is this forced vulnerability, and that he hates and would not like. And whereas the movie thinks Rorschach is so cool, which, like, yes, but in the
That is
wrong way.
true.
In the wrong way. And gives him back his mask immediately, allowing him to like take back his power and not have to be vulnerable in the prison riot at the very least. Like for him to not have that is important because he has to do the bit while not being able to complete the bit.
Yeah, and I think I also like the fact that like Rorschach is like shown as enough of a badass just being who he is, and prison without the mask, like he can't function without hiding himself behind Rorschach, and it's
No, he
kind of
can't.
it shows him like how broken he is, how like incomplete of a person he is. Is kind of like the points of those scenes, and yeah, I think they don't do that as successfully by just making him like pretty much okay not wearing the mask.
Yes. And his death scene in the graphic novel, like the very last thing he does is take off the mask and yell at Dr. Manhattan before he
Yes.
dies.
Which is
Whereas
a very
in the
important and
movie,
vulnerable moment.
absolutely, it is. In the movie, he does it, takes it off, has some more words to say, and then gets killed. This is crucial. And that's all I have to say.
I understand your point. Yes. No, and I think I largely agree with you. Okay. Back to the battle.
Patrick, would you mind re-adding me?
Yeah, of course.
Back to our Dan to Dan Pikmin music.
There we go. Everyone good?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We were starting up with the top of the round with Cal and Kafan on deck.
Okie dokie. I will probably just taking Kekano with me. Walk forward. Take the piece of bell up that's in front of me. Magic, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're going kind of this direction?
Yeah, and then go forward to the next one.
Okay.
Take that one.
That was your object interaction, was taking this one. And
I didn't have multiple object interactions.
no, you get a free object interaction. A round of combat is 6 seconds.
All right.
So yeah, you would have to use a action or a bonus action to grab this other one.
Okay, I'll do action, pick up the second one.
Or you can tell Kagano to grab it, and he'll just hold on to it and try to, like, swallow it next time. Although this is a big piece, so you might have to, like, leave him behind as he tries to get it.
Alright, I'll do action, pick it up.
Okay.
And then bonus action, dash to 30 feet to be as far away as possible, but within, close enough to this last piece.
Okay. You can stop at the last piece, but you want to be beyond it?
I just kind of want to be out of the range of our elephant guys, so yes.
Okay. Sounds good. That is, Kafan with, Shiho on deck. Kafan, sees that, Shiho is, restrained and is in danger. He's going to run over and use his first action, his first attack to try to shove Shiho and therefore break the grapple, and then his next 2 attacks on the Pulgasari. Is that how that works? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Shiho is no longer. Shiho is no longer restrained, and is pushed back out of the Pulgasari's way. Kafan does a I think attacks the Pulgasari. Hit and hit. Okay. For 20 damage for Pulgasari 4. Looking pretty fucked up. Pretty not good. Kafan is going to grab Shiho and jump, just like standing leap, just like jumps over the barricade into the barricaded ruins here, and you lose sight of him.
And now he starts eating pieces of the bell.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta get in on this. He starts scrabbling around on the ground. Okay, that is going to be Shiho with the Pulgasari on deck. Shiho is doing really not good, and I don't think Kafan would like kind of let him get out in that state. Yeah, that happens, and then I think he goes over here. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Then, it is the Pulgasari's turn with May on deck. Let's see. Juvenile. Pulgasari 6 enters. Juvenile Pulgasari 5 is going to be... Yeah, it's probably going to go that way. Okay. Pulgasari 2 comes over, eats this piece of metal. And then is going to continue on this way. Get in the mix here. Pulgasari 5 is kind of going to follow. And Pulgasari 3 now has a clear path, is going to run in here. Cal can still see its ass here as it eats a piece of metal that you didn't see is there. Now that it's reached the perimeter, this is an all-you-can-eat buffet. I think Cal can probably see the all the at least some of the bell shards that have been hidden in here. Shiho has clearly been like collecting them in here for safekeeping, and that's why it was fortified. And Cal can actually like see all of the sparks going up as this Pulgasari comes in for the feast.
Okay. Does Cal mention that she says the paces?
She's close enough to talk to.
Yeah, I was gonna
Fish.
say
I
it's
don't
next
think
to
she can
Fish,
say.
so yeah, sure, she mentions it.
All right. So, Fish is like, let Kekano go, and he can scoot up around and eat all of the paces and come back, and he can outrun.
I think Cal would look at them and be like, yes, but if Kekano gets in trouble, he would, and then he had to be recalled, then all of the pieces would remain there. He can't teleport them with him. She doesn't have the knowledge base to be like, he's gonna be like Sonic and all of the rings are gonna come out.
Yeah, but that is what's gonna happen.
But he's like Sonic, and he's so fast that they won't catch him.
It's true.
I think if Fish says something like that, with or without the Sonic reference, she would.
With the Sonic reference.
With the Sonic reference.
It comes to them.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to Cal.
Yeah.
There's no context for it.
She'll like shift Kekano down, and she's like, "Do you think you can do it?"
I can certainly try. I will collect all of the pieces like Sonic.
Oh, right, like Satanic?
Sure.
covers Kakano's little like seal ears and is like, Satanic?
What? What are you teaching him now? What the fuck is wrong
What
with
are
you?
you teaching him?
I'm not teaching him anything. I'm the cool parent. He doesn't have to learn anything from me.
And then she puts Kekano down and she just goes, alright, go fast.
Go very fast. Thank you, Collisionist. The Pulgasari 3 disappears as it goes deeper into the ruins. Cal can't see it anymore. But you hear someone swearing in a language you don't recognize, as perhaps somebody's fist knife was eaten.
So Patrick, can you let me back in? I'm sorry, my browser keeps crashing.
It says you're in, and it's not asking to bring you back. I can kick you and have you re-add.
Oh, I
nope,
refreshed.
there you go.
Now it kicks me.
And last one is Pulgasari 4, which is going to move over here, eat a piece of bell hidden right here. And this is the very bloodied one that everyone has been attacking. You see as it eats this object, the magical glow surrounds it, and it regains 11 hit points, bringing it back up to decently healthy. It gains 2 temporary hit points. Fish can probably tell all this because it's within Eldritch Sight now. And permanently gains an additional +2 for a total of +4 to all of its attack damage. That's what's been happening every time they eat one.
Yep.
They heal and they get stronger and stronger.
Fish sees the the bleeding status effect go away.
Mm-hmm.
Goes, shit.
Shit.
That stacks though.
It does. It does stack. And then the Pulgasari is going to charge and try to smash into this piece of the barricade because they are too dumb to know that their fellow has gone around the side. Big crash, slam, bang. Now that it's on the side, you can see that it has about halfway ripped this thing apart. This like little wall here. And that is May's turn with Fish on deck.
Patrick, Pulgasari 2 and 4, can you vaguely indicate what direction they're looking in?
Pulgasari 2 is looking in this direction. Has kind of like that wide, like, prey field of vision a little bit, but is definitely focused in this direction. And then 4 is charging this thing and breaking it down, so it's looking in this direction. So it's not like their backs are to you, but they're not paying attention to you.
Okay, and what about 5 and 6?
5 and 6... 6 is kind of looking in this direction, just heading around looking for bell pieces without confronting the adults.
Okay.
You know, trying to find the ones they missed. 5, it smells these bell pieces and is hoping to get in on the rush, and it's kind of like moving this way. So
Okay,
neither of them are really looking at you either.
Okay, how far can May get across over here?
That would be 2 squares of difficult terrain.
15.
So it'd be 20. So you'd be able to get across here.
Okay, can I have her do 20 as high up as possible on that little inlet?
Like this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get about here. And yeah, you can also, use your action to move again.
Okay, I'm going to have May cast actually, no, not yet. I need to do whatever stat you think is the most appropriate to figure out what would scare these things the most.
To try to scare them?
Yeah.
I think you could do intimidate. I think you've heard of like elephants and mice, things that are like small can startle it. But it's also like they're pretty far away from you and they're focused on just a huge magical metal buffet. So I think scaring them off would be a pretty high DC right now. But if you could do the alternative and try to like shoot one of them to maybe like get its attention or something. What are you trying to do?
Basically I want to scare them away from the barricade. That's difficult to do without knowing what they're scared of, or like what their predator would potentially be.
I think that would be pretty difficult to do. I will say you can give me a free intimidate or animal handling check. to try and see if you can do anything. It is going to be a pretty high DC.
Oh, let's see animal handling. I'm going to flash a genius that actually and try again. Because that was a 7.
Well, Flash of Genius is not a retry. It's just a +3.
Oh, sorry, no, never mind then. I was thinking of Fortunate Soul.
Fortunate Soul, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, sorry, that's a 7. What have you got for?
Okay. With a 7, it was animal handling.
Yeah.
You find a stick next to you, and you go, "Okay, snake, snake!" And you throw it, and it gets like
Yeah.
15 feet away from you, and just kind of like falls into the marsh. And you're not even sure they noticed, let alone are
Yeah.
scared of it.
That's about what I expected. Sorry, I'm doing some big thinking. So what I was thinking of doing, which is obviously not going to work now, was doing projection system and having something appear and startle the shit out of them.
Yeah. No, that absolutely could do the thing if you got closer to them, maybe, or kind of guessed right. Like using a magical effect to like make a snake appear at their feet or something would be more effective than just trying to scare them. But you don't actually know what they're afraid of, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna withhold that.
If you were closer and the stick trick would have worked, you may have been like, oh, okay, they are scared of this, or they're not, and gotten some
Yeah.
information. But you didn't.
Fucking pissing me off. Okay, so I promise, like, within, like, 60 seconds I will do something. I was just hoping to miraculously come up with a way to just get them all to fuck off away from the barricades.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, May is gonna do acute overload on 4. Shit, did I reload my weapon last turn? I
Yes.
can't remember because it was before the break. I did, yeah, and then she's gonna shoot it with the
yeah.
blunderbuss. Yeah. That's a spell DC of 14 intelligence.
Okay. Which spell was this?
Acute overload.
Okay, and isn't that 30 feet?
Fuck, sorry, yeah, you told me that before, sorry. Yeah, I'll just fucking shoot both of them.
Okay. And you're aiming at 4?
Yeah.
Okay. The revolver is fine. The blunderbuss, 90 feet, maximum range, outside of 45. Yep, you don't get the spread damage, but you can still shoot it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, give me the attack roll for whichever is the main hand and whichever is the offhand. The main hand, I think, is your revolver. The offhand is the
Yeah.
blunderbuss.
Yeah, that's shit. That's a 12, which I know doesn't hit.
Nope. You fire the revolver. It wings off and hits hits a piece of the barricade.
Yep, alright, well, I'll try for the blunderbuss then. That is more fucking like it. That's a nat 20.
Okay. You you pull up the blunderbuss and unload with a nat 20 that is roll 2d6 plus 1d4 and add 16,
possible.
I believe.
Yep. Roll that again. 13, 16. That's 29.
Okay, 29 damage. Shit. You watch as this creature cries in pain as you essentially like cut its back legs out from under it, and
Good.
you watch it like sink down and try to like drag itself to the barricade again, and it can't before it dies.
And then May reloads the blunderbuss as the bonus. Oh, I know. I can. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so sick of these bastards.
Oh, sorry. What I looked up was when you make an attack with the main gun using your action, as a bonus action, you make the follow-up attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the blunderbuss was the bonus action, so it is currently
cool.
unloaded.
Yeah.
Okay, but that Pulgasari 4 is dead. Yeah, you cut through its temporary hit points and the rest of the hit points it just healed, and just kind of chopped it off there. That is May's turn. It is Fish with the top of the round and Cow on deck.
Okay, Fish takes full movement over to where is it again? Here. Over here. Thinks to Kakano, go up here, get this bit.
Okay, you got it, Dad.
Good job, good boy. You're very brave. You can do it. And I would like for Fish to just like have a gander at Pulgasari 5 and be like, how do you would lightning especially harm these beasts, or would it just be like a regular like?
Give me an animal.
Would it be super? Would it be super effective, basically?
Yes. Would it be super effective or not very effective?
It's a
Would it be
ground
1.5?
type? Because if this is a ground type, I'm fucked.
14.
Okay. With a 14, you don't think lightning would be especially effective, but you don't think it would be ineffective either. You think it would just be normal.
Fine.
It's kind of like low and squat to the ground, and obviously, rhinos and other things have to be out in the Serengeti when there's lightning storms. It doesn't seem to affect them that much.
Okay. And it also does occur to Fish that it's probably maybe calling a lightning storm wouldn't be very good. So we can just do a singular chaos bolt though.
Yeah, absolutely.
At number 5, which we shall.
Give me that attack roll. This is 5 is the juvenile.
Yes. Well, we gotta get rid of it anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Well, okay. Now you're making me reconsider.
No, I mean
Maybe-
it seemed with that animal handling roll, the juveniles seem less aggressive and less dangerous. That doesn't mean not aggressive and not dangerous. Like,
Yeah.
maybe you have a better chance of scaring them away. You still got to do something with it. Killing it is a thing you can do.
Okay. To hit, that's 15.
Okay, 15 hits. Roll what type of damage it is first, and then roll your damage.
Okie doke.
Oh, no, wait, Chaos Bolt, you roll your damage, and that tells you what type of damage it is, I think.
So is the hit like guaranteed? What?
No, on hit, you roll your like
D8.
2d8, and then you pick one of the d8s to be your damage type.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that. Okay. Damage type. Alright. Let's go with cold, because they're good with fire. Like, fire is not effective on them. So cold damage, and then the other one, the other d8 is a 6. So 6 damage.
No, it's still combined together. It's whatever cold was plus the 6 damage plus I believe you
1d6
have an
as
additional
well.
1d6. Yes. So that's 2 plus 6, which was poison, for 8 plus 1d6.
11.
Okay. For 11 total, Pulgasari doesn't like that and is very distracted as you kind of pump magic into it, ice, kind of like spreading across its skin. It is not down, but you pretty severely injured it, and that is yeah, that's what happens. It's kind of like focused on you now.
Okay, we'll Blasphemous Darts as a bonus action just to finish that shit off.
Okay. Roll your damage for Blasphemous Darts.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The fat dart does 9 again. Very lucky.
Wow.
Then the other two, one of them does 3, and the other one does also 3.
Okay. Yeah. This thing turns to you as you are gathering up your blasphemous darts, and you fire them off. It trumpets a challenge at you, and you just and it just collapses to its knees and lets out a very pitiable cry before it dies.
Yeah, I killed a kid.
Yeah, you killed a child. Okay, that was movement, action, and bonus action. That takes us to the top of the round with Cal and Kafan on deck. But first, I'm going to have Kekino run over to this piece. And that is his movement and bonus action. He's going to use his action to try to swallow it.
Good boy. Take your time.
It's difficult, but he does get it down. That one was a lot closer. Okay, that is Calster.
Okay. I will take the little bit forward to grab the piece in front of me,
Yep, you got it.
and then I will go to try to Shadow Spear Pulgasari too.
Try to Shadow Spear Pulgasari 2. Okay, no
I like
more
the
movement.
movement.
You want to stay where you are?
Yeah.
Okay, give me that attack roll.
Pulgasari 2. The sequel.
Pulgasari 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's been forever. I have my flat roll plus the spell attack bonus.
Yes, that should be written in your thing.
It's not. 23.
I did this for you. You got a 23 to hit?
You mean my thing as in my journal, or my thing
Yeah.
as in my spell card?
Yes, I did both.
It's not.
Oh, not your spell
23
card.
hit.
It's in your journal. Yeah, you hit.
Would I get any sort of sneak attack?
You are not currently hiding, but if you wanted to try to hide with a bonus action before you attacked, you could have gotten sneak attack damage if you want to just go back in time a little bit.
Why not?
Okay. Give me a stealth check. Still with your plus 10?
Is a 19.
Okay. Definitely above any of these creatures' passive perception. You are hidden. You get sneak attack damage.
Cool. Now let's roll a fuck ton of dice. Great.
I heard that hit the ground.
Yep.
17. 20 damage.
Nice.
Okay. For 20 damage, yeah, you see the kind of this magical armor spark off of it as you overload that, and it yeah, takes that damage. That's gone. Yes. Okay. It seems to be injured, but that armor from eating all that metal did catch a bit of it, so it still seems to be, up and at him.
Hey, Cal is going to scooch up a bit to be closer to Kekano and Fish in case anybody needs support / collect more pieces. So it's going to be around this hiding
Kekano is also
into the
moved.
corner. What did you say?
No, Kekano, his token was also moving. It's fine.
Oh, is he? No, he's unattached. There's a metal piece that Cal is carrying.
I have 3.
You have 3 metal pieces? Cool. All right.
Okay, well, as Cal comes up a bit further, Fish, they can't move, but, it's put it in the jacket that I'm holding it in.
They've made a bag by tying the arms and stuff like that, and she's like,
Yeah, just sort of pass it over, no?
If she's starting, I don't know how the size is. If she is starting to struggle to juggle them, then yeah, she's definitely gonna pass them over.
It's definitely you gotta tuck them under an arm. One of them is smaller. The other 2 are at least dinner plate size or bigger. It's just getting it. You can still carry them. It's getting a little awkward. All right. That is going to be, that was Cal's turn. It is Kafan with Shiho on deck.
Come back to us, Kafan.
Kafan has a Pulgasari on top of him, pretty much. Yeah. Cal is probably the only one who knows this, but Kafan is last bastion between Shiho and getting trampled to death. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. None of you see what happens, just that Kafan doesn't reappear, and the Pulgasari sounds a little angry. And that is Shiho's turn with the Pulgasari on deck. Wow.
Fish will call out, you still on your feet, friend?
There is, you hear back from Kafan. Yes, this man is not doing very well.
It's alright, we'll take care of it.
And no response from Shiho. All right. That is the Pulgasari with May on deck. Pulgasari 6 saw Fish kill his little sibling. Yep, that's close enough.
No, so be frightened and run away, idiot.
Going to move up here by its friend, and is then going to use heat metal on the bell piece that is in your jacket. As it starts trumpeting and concentrating, and the bag jacket you have starts heating up, and smoke starts coming out of it. Okay. You were smart enough to have it in your jacket and not just carrying it on your person, which means the jacket takes that fire damage, as the jacket actually catches on fire a little bit. Nothing that's hurting you, but kind of like surprising. Probably gonna have to put it out. This is a good jacket.
It's a North Korean military jacket. They're not particularly attached.
Yeah, but I mean, you are still stuck here. You'd be out in the woods without a jacket. But yeah, it is on fire and could potentially burn you if you don't do something about it. Try to put it out or something. And you hear. Did I not queue up this sound effect? Okay, well, I'll just plug it in now. You hear from the jacket, the metal piece starts to whine and vibrate as it's getting hotter and hotter, and you can see and hear the magic starting to go crazy. It may be less resilient now that it's no longer part of the bell.
I'm just gonna keep holding on to that.
Okay. Then that was that Pulgasari. Number 3 can't be seen by anybody but Kekino, and you weren't asking him to report back what was happening. So it's gonna do. Yep, and then plus 2. That's very funny. That's very funny. Okay, and then you hear, "Damn it all! It has me!"
Fun's about to be eaten.
Yeah. And then we have Pulgasari 2, which Cal just attacked. This thing has been... this is injured for the first time, so I think it is going to capture... you are going to capture its attention by attacking it. Can it get to you, though? No. Yes! Just barely. It has, with its trunk,
I like the first answer.
It has a...
I like the first answer.
Barely
you can't do take backsies.
No, I can't.
It's the first thing you said. No, it's the first thing you said.
Okay, is charging, and he is going to attack you, squaring his tusks, ready to slam into you as he's charging towards you. And, let's see. That is going to be... Oh, definitely hits. Yeah. No, that hit even without the modifier. Okay. Give me a strength saving throw.
No. It's tradition.
Okay.
That was a nat 1 -1, so that's a 0.
Okay. Okay, you get 19 points of damage and are knocked prone. Then it is going to do its bonus action, second slam attack, because you are prone.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's tradition. I'm out.
Yep.
I'm always out.
It's... that's going to be 13 points of damage.
I'm down.
You're down?
Yep, of course I am, Patrick. Oh, are you shocked? Wow, it's a battle where you can get me down with like one attack. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's almost like a creature the size and weight of a freight train charging at you can really knock you over.
I followed your damn instructions. I did it. I did what you wanted me to.
Until you decided to run back in and snipe from across the field just now.
I wasn't in the mix.
No, but you weren't far enough out of the mix either. Okay, well, because you cannot resist, because you are incapacitated, the Pulgasari does not need to roll to steal the first of the bell pieces that you're holding out of your hand as you kind of drop them when you fall, Sonic Ring style.
Man.
Are you so smug? Are you so smug, Patrick?
I'm not so smug.
No,
Your
he
ang-
loves it. Listen
Your
to him.
anger is a lot funnier to me than this happening.
I could just not make you cookies tomorrow.
That would be so cruel. The cookies are so good, and you already bought the ingredients.
Well,
No!
oh well.
Yeah, Mooney, I'll tell you what would be better. Make the cookies. Don't let him have any.
I'll give them all to Bridget to take home to Max.
No.
And give them to Farrah and Emery.
No.
You had
Give
your
me
cookies.
the cookies!
Yeah.
All the cookies!
Okay. The Pulgasari heals up nicely. Gets a bunch of magical buffs, and that is the end of the Pulgasari's turn.
I'm about to
That
send
is-
this
Save us,
cunt back to
May.
Stone Age. Oh, she's
That is-
about
Save
to
us, May.
fucking...
That's May with fish on deck.
Okay, Patrick, can you get May up to here for me?
Yep.
I'm about to bludgeon this fucker. Okay, May is going to use acute overload because finally it's just fucking barely within the 30
Finally.
feet.
Yeah, this
Finally.
is a big battlefield.
Yep, and I'm going to add a spell point to it to bring it up a level. That's a
Okay.
spell DC 14. Intelligence, Patrick.
All right, intelligence saving throw for the Pulgasari. It gets a -4, so it
bastard
needs
better
a
roll
10 or better.
Please
sorry,
hold the
May.
in that one.
And that was a 19
Fuck me.
for a total of 15, but
This is the
still.
smartest man in the world. He's just like stroking his trunk. He's like, this
Yeah.
is fake.
That was
Okay,
the
well,
first
it's-
one. The first
it
one
still
was supposed to be the
takes-
smart one.
It still takes 1d8 psychic damage. Oh no, wait, what am I talking about?
I think
Oh, I've
Ink.
got to update that. Sorry, that's me. I need to update it. Oh,
This
man.
one is so smart, it knows it couldn't be seen as the smartest.
Yeah. Yeah.
In that case, May is going to fucking bludgeon it with the blunderbuss and use walloping. Nee, I forgot to say. Can we say I said last time it was going to be walloping, Patrick?
you want to use if you want to use walloping, remember that your
I know,
blunderbuss
I
is
know I
not
have to
loaded.
say it. I'm about to throw my microphone across the fucking room. Then I use a bonus action to reload it.
Yep.
It's been working perfectly, just want to say.
Yeah, it's been really
The
good.
mic has been good. Yeah, no
Oh,
problems
no,
like last time.
it wasn't
I know
because the
it was
mic.
the object of
No, I
throw,
know, I was-
but while we're bringing it up.
No, I'm just being a little shit.
Also, your blunderbuss has been really good. You killed the guy
well,
with
I can't
it.
do anything. I can't do anything there, so I'll just fucking hang around. Next person.
I think this is a Portal 2 situation with Wheatley and trying to get Wheatley to think of a illogical number, where you were just like, information overload on the elephant. It's like, you're dying and everything is terrible. It's just like, I'm eating metal here. And it just kind of ignores you.
Yeah. This sentence is false. True.
True. That is Fish with Cal on deck.
Goes straight on, going on over to Cal to healer's kit her to be not incapacitated.
Okay. So she would be stable but not awake.
Yep.
Okay. I do not have a sleepy sleeps. Yeah, I don't have
9 uses.
unconscious either. We'll say we'll use hexed or prone. We'll use prone to say you're asleep, but and lying down. But okay, you don't need to roll.
And so they've gotten down on their knees to do that, take care of her, and then just oh yeah, pointing the no, fuck off, no, pointing the finger gun but not even looking because they don't have to. It never misses, and just be like, oh yeah, fucking shoot you as well.
All right.
Patrick, what did you say?
Getting ready to give Cal mouth to mouth to save her. Yeah, that's what Ink objected to. Yeah, give me that damage for blasphemous starts.
Okay. That one. 8. Consistently good for the fat one.
Okay. You see the fat one splash against its hide and not do any damage, but entirely get rid of its extra armor.
Still
Yeah.
worth it. Then one of them does 2, and the other one does also 2.
Okay. Yeah, still seems to be doing fine. Angry. That is...
Hold on, how much movement do we have left?
I think, let's see, you're about here. So yeah, you have 5 feet.
Okay.
You could try and drag Religionist away or something.
Is this a barricade?
It is not. It is just a low piece of ruin that Religionist is kind of slumped behind. It's not even shin height. If you were Cal now collapsed is kind of partially behind it, you're just kind of totally out in the open.
Okay, well, let's get her out of the way, at least, just take us over here.
Give me a, just give me a strength roll.
You can't do worse than my 0.
7.
Better than a 0.
It's 7. It is hard, but you do manage to drag her fully behind this cover and make sure she's kind of out of the line of sight of the Pulgasari, which is now focusing on you because you attacked it most recently. So yeah, Cal is a little safer in that she's a little less noticed.
Hold on. Free object interaction.
Yeah.
Run a flashlight again.
You can. Go for it. You want to throw the flashlight?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Over here.
What about all of your other metal stuff?
No, the flashlight, please.
Okay. The javelins, the daggers, the paired magnetic daggers, the tattoo kit, the fog knives.
Oh, fine. Okay.
No, I'm just messing with you. You can absolutely throw the flashlight. I just don't think it'll be super effective.
Yeah, it should be something magic to at least grab its attention. There's dig. I never use these regarding fog knives, and it's just yeah, go on, have them. I don't care.
Okay. Do you want to aim them or you just want to chuck?
Over here.
Okay. If you're gonna aim them, give me athletics check.
Oh, that 20.
You get them right where you want them.
Okay. All right. Well,
your flashlight
so
goes
look over
sailing
there,
and lands over here.
Wait, did you throw two? Sorry, just to make sure. You threw 2 knives?
fog knives.
Yeah,
you threw 2?
they were in a little bandolier, so you can just kind of throw them all together.
Oh my god!
It's your birthday!
Happy birthday, Cal!
Happy birthday, Cal!
I was saying it's funny for the nat 20, instead of it being a bandolier, if it was, if you threw them and you managed to do the like splitting an arrow thing of hitting them in the exact same spot, and you're like, look,
That would.
nobody
yeah.
saw that.
Yeah. Like looks down at Cal to be like, did you? Oh, right.
Actually, that is a good point. You did get a nat 20 with magic items.
21 total, just saying.
Yep. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and give me a luck check. You just roll a d20. You want an 11 or higher.
Nat 1.
You throw this, and the fog knives slice through the bandolier they're in and hit the ground, and you're just like, oh, I guess I can still grab those, but carrying case is kind of ruined. It's like, the shot was so cool. You just like, you got those right where you wanted. Like, they're like weird little kunai. They got like a ring on the back. You got like one knife through the other one's ring, and you're like, that was so cool. That is ruined now.
Yeah.
I don't have a way to store those anymore. Oh well. Because you got a nat.
You're gonna have to eat these too.
You're gonna have to eat these too. Yeah. Because you got a nat 20, if you had gotten high on that luck check, I would have had them activate their effect, because they do do something when they hit an object.
They do.
And throw them. Yeah. Okay. That is Fish's turn. It is top of the round, Cal with Kafan on deck.
Just roll like a medicine check for myself.
Yep. Give me that medicine check.
Yeah. Dirty 20.
Very nice.
All right.
Healed by the ability of missing fish doing something cool. She can only be conscious if she just missed it, ironically.
Yes. Whether Cal is unconscious or not is a karmic system in which whatever will cause fish the most pain is what is true.
Yeah.
It's like how Fish has never seen her like truly kicking ass in a fight because they're always not looking or unconscious. Except at this point, this was keeping Fish from being attracted to her, and now that ship is.
Yeah.
All right. That is. That is. Where's this? There. That is Cal's turn. Time for Kafan.
So I'm just like, I'm good now?
You are not yet
one health
awake, but you are very close to being awake. If you...
You're so picky.
Yeah. I mean, hey, hun, waking yourself up from being unconscious is not a mechanic in Dungeons & Dragons. That's something I do because I like you guys.
Do you?
Yes. But yes, if you roll high enough next turn, you will become conscious and still have your turn left. If you roll not as high, you'll become conscious but miss your turn. And if you roll low, you won't quite be to consciousness yet. Yeah. That is Kafan's turn. Yeah. Didn't think that would be an issue. Okay. Okay. Just scary elephant noises and sounds of grunting. It sounds like somebody is just like punching a tree, or like a side of beef. It's just like that
Okay,
is.
you didn't get the sound, and so this is the opportunity for you to edit the dog barking back in. Yeah.
That's what it sounds like when Kafan punches
Yeah.
someone. Okay. That
You get those
is
animal noises.
that is Shiho with Pulgasari on deck. Okay, that is the Pulgasari. Number 6 here is going to move a little closer, so it still has eyes on fish, and continue with heat metal. Since fish did not say that they dropped the jacket with the piece, that is another 2d8. Okay. That's that. Okay. The jacket fully burns a hole through it. The fire flares up and just burns you a little bit on the hand for 1 point of fire damage. But the jacket is now destroyed, and this thing is now on the ground, and it is so loud. It is like disorienting. Like it's like scraping your teeth against metal magically. Something is going to go wrong with this thing if this continues. You may actually want to not be around this piece of metal much longer.
They do though.
All right.
Who's this?
This is Pepper.
Hi, Peppa.
Oh, hi, Peps. It's so sad. They chewed off their bow ties.
That is sad.
It is sad. Okay. Pulgasari 3 is once again not in view. Oh, you didn't direct Kekino to do anything last turn. Do you want him to kind of like try and sneak in and get a view
Keep
on
getting-
something?
Yeah, go on up there and help out Kafan, whatever he's doing.
Okay, Kekino is here. You see these extra pieces, and Kekino reports to you that the Pulgasari here is fighting Kafan. He is in a fist fight with an elephant. There is a bunch of bell pieces around here. Kafan is injured, but seems to be like, based on Kekino's impression, which is, you know, not necessarily super accurate, seems to be okay. Like there's blood on him, but he's still like up and doing, you know. Pulgasari 3 is fucked up and has blood everywhere, but is still not down. As far as Kekino can tell, Shiho is fully dead.
That sucks.
Yep. You know, still got life gems and things, but let's.
Yeah, can Kekino just cough out the life gem?
I mean, I'm pretty sure the life gem's in your pocket.
It is.
So,
It
no.
is.
Yeah, he can cough out a little like bell metal piece, and maybe that'll do something. Probably not, but maybe. That's where Kekino's head is at.
Yeah.
All right, so you do see Pulgasari 3 slam into Kafan, and Kafan kind of like grabs it and takes takes the trunk and keeps his feet and is just fist fighting off this thing. You can see that based on Kekano's report, at his feet is a huge pile of bell pieces that Shiho has acquired, and Kafan seems to be defending that as well as Shiho's body, maybe. But he's kind of backed into a corner as well. And last, we've got Pulgasari 2, which cannot see Cal, and is instead going to run forward to get Fish.
And they're gonna go, fucking knives, dumbass, idiot.
That is a yeah, that definitely hits. Was a natural 18. Didn't get enough of a charge and was distracted enough by the knife being thrown to not plow you over, so it doesn't get the extra damage and you don't have to save. Cool. That is 10 damage. 10 bludgeoning damage. 2 Fish.
Okay.
And now, since it has burned through, this is all kind of happening at the same time. Burning up of your jacket, the bell piece falling, and this Pulgasari charging you. So I will say, give me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage to see if you can snatch up this bell metal piece before the creature eats it.
Damn. Okay. 4.
It gobbles it up like a little snack. And gets healed for a fair amount. Yep, back up to full health. Got some temporary hit points. And now has a +7. All right, that is all the Pulgasari. That is May with Fish on deck.
I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a very bad mood. Fucking Christ. Ink, what's Fish's HP situation at the moment? While they talk to they're back.
I put the fucking aircon on heat because I'm.
Oh no!
Stupid. 25 HP, by the way. So.
Is that good for Fish?
Yeah, they're just so their full is 36. They're fine. They're fine.
Yeah, they're a little injured.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they have a huge well of health.
Yeah, and Gafan's like bloody, but seemingly up on his feet and okay. Is that the vibe?
Kekano is reporting to Fish. If Fish is not like yelling it out loud, May does not necessarily know this. But Kafan seems to be holding his own. Just for Ellie's edification, Kafan seems to be holding his own. Shiho is dead.
Yeah. Okay.
And, could be saved with a life gem or something. But
yeah. Okay. May. Sorry, Patrick. I'm still kind of not super clear on how it works with the blunderbuss. If I were to do a cute overlay, I can't use my bonus action to shoot, can I? It's just to reload.
No, you already. You can use your bonus action to shoot or reload if you already have one in the chamber. It's just that you've only got one bullet in there, so you can shoot because you put in walloping ammo last turn. So you can shoot that as a bonus action this turn, no matter what. It's just, do you want to shoot with your revolver as your main action? Do you want to do a spell? Do something else? What do you want to use your action for, as well as your movement? I'm actually going to clean up the battlefield a little bit. I was going to have have you, have to recover items out of the dead Pulgasari, but you're not going to do that, so I'm just making the battlefield cleaner. There, everybody who's dead is gone.
Shiho is still there.
Shiho is still there. He's possible to be saved. I don't think you're using a life gem on a Pulgasari corpse. Although maybe you are. Maybe you're very nice,
No.
How big are the Pulgasari in feet? What are we talking here?
They are about, 8 feet from ass to nose.
8 feet. Only 8 feet. How tall?
They're about, they're probably about 6 foot at the shoulder. They've got that rhino build where they're long but kind of squat.
May is going to use projection system and make a 15-foot tall Pulgasari appear right in front of Pulgasari 2. Yeah, because projection system is a 15-foot cube. She's going to use that space.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then she's going to bonus action fucking shoot the shit out of it with the blunderbuss.
Okay, here's the thing. Blunderbuss makes a loud noise, and you are not invisible, with
don't give a shit.
Using this thing. So, no, I'm just telling you. Do you want to shoot it and then do the illusion, or do you want to do the illusion and then shoot it and make the illusion look like it bit it or something?
Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, no, I'll shoot it, and then once it's attention to me, I'll simultaneously illusion
Got it. Okay, then do that attack roll first.
Bastard thing. Okay. It's a 14.
14 hits.
Good. Okay. That's an 8. And then it needs to succeed in a DC 10 strength saving throw. It will be knocked prone.
Okay. 8 damage. Yep, that takes that off. It's magical armor.
Oh my god, no, sorry. I was rolling the wrong stats for the blunderbuss. I was still looking at the revolver. For the attack roll, I mean. It's definitely not that.
Well, what did you roll for the?
I rolled the energy revolver stats for the attack, but I meant it to be the blunderbuss.
Yeah, but what amount did you roll?
What was it, 8?
Oh, it's only a +1 difference. You got a.
Oh no! I mean, I just rolled the attack. Then. You said it hit.
You said you hit. You told me you hit, and then you said it did 8 damage.
Yeah, the hit
was
13.
It was 14. And damage can't be 8 because that's the wrong dice. I used
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So
yes. Roll the. You also get the spread damage on this, so roll your additional die. So that's 3d6 plus 1d4.
14. 15.
Okay, 15 total damage.
Yeah.
Yep. You take out its armor and a chunk of its health. It's not particularly bloodied. It seems to still be doing okay, but that was a big chunk of damage as you laid into it. And then the saving throw to be knocked prone. What is the what saving throw is it?
10 strength.
Strength DC 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait. That is an 11 with a 6 on the die. It definitely rocks back. This is like a double loaded round with a slug in it. It definitely rocks back and stumbles for a moment, but you don't quite knock it over. Low center of gravity, it weighs like the amount of a car. It's hard to entirely knock over.
Mm.
Okay. You still have movement if you want to do.
What about,
that. And then your illusion?
Yeah, I'm going to save the movement until after its reaction to the illusion to see what happens.
Okay. Which spell was this?
Projection system.
Projection.
So it's just an action.
Right. Got it. Okay. Then. What does it roll to resist?
It rolls. So it's only if it actually uses its action to examine it. But if it does, it's an an investigation saving throw against my DC, which is 14.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna give you a little hint. These things are
I don't think
dumb.
it's smart enough.
These things
Yeah.
are very dumb, and there's a lot of just kind of anger and hunger in them. So you create a
It's big.
an illusory Pulgasari that is 15 feet tall,
Double the size.
and that
Yes, that's what
this-
I like to see.
this Pulgasari is so scared. It is immediately going to run away. It was not pick and smoke with this one. You already established that they are kind of hierarchical because there were the juveniles that were kicked out of the feeding order. Yeah, this thing's not fucking around with this thing. It probably won't even do an investigation check before it runs. Yeah, that's that. I'm going to have this be invisible just so it's not taking up the entire fucking screen. But yeah, absolutely. Any movement?
Excellent.
Can I reserve? No, I can't reserve movement. Can I? I'm gonna have May move like behind Fish up here.
Yep.
So that it's gonna run in the other direction. So, yep. And May's just gonna hang out there.
Yep. You got it. All right. That is Fish's turn with the top of the round and Cal on deck.
Okay. So, number 2. Scared and left. Or was that another one?
Number 2?
Yeah.
It has not had the chance to run yet, but you can see that it is terrified of this thing. It is not focusing on you right now.
Okay, well then I think that's we'll just let it do that and continue to drag Cal out of the way. I don't know, like over here?
Your movement speed would be halved, so it'd be 15 feet. Yeah, but you could do that. Give me a strength roll.
That'll do, just to get her out of harm's way. Not one. So, throw her at the Pulgasari instead.
I think you do get
Touch
her
her
a
boob.
little bit farther away. It's just not nearly as good, and you are honestly like, you're like, she's like stuck on something. What is, and it's like just like a pit of rocks you didn't see that you're just like scraping her back and forth across. Good thing she's unconscious, although now she's mostly conscious, so maybe you're waking her up more? I don't know. But yeah,
Well-
you use, I will say, 10 feet of your movement getting her that far, and you cannot drag her any farther. So that can either be the end of your movement, or you can give up and move by yourself a little bit.
Give up, move myself, like, alright, you know what, you're fine there, okay. Come up over here if, like, I think that's still enough,
Yep.
Yep.
You can get about here. You do have to kind of like hop up. There's
Yes.
stairs right here. And so that does use kind of like the rest of your movement, but you can get up here. And
Yeah,
Kekano's here.
Kekano still
He goes,
has movement.
"What's Dad?"
Fish, does the quick whistle that I can't physically do, but like they can. Kekano knows that that's I'm coming over, so Kekano will come over. Fish takes out the life gem from their dimensional pocket and goes, "Put that on the guy."
Which guy? There's a lot of
guys.
guys here, and some of them are big elephant guys.
Okay, I'm sorry. I should have been more clear. Ignore the elephant guys, except for to avoid them. The man lying down over there, who looks like the fellow that we, who gave us the bath.
Yeah, bath guy. He was nice.
Yeah. Yes,
He had a pretty
was.
dress.
He did, and so this is his brother, and we don't want him to be dead. So just make sure that.
Okay, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I will go be Hero Kekano and save his life. Thanks, Dad.
You will be Hero Hekano, whatever you do, buddy.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah. So here's the thing. He does not have enough movement this turn to get to Shiho. If he goes around the safe way. If he goes the dangerous way, where he cuts right through the mix, he can make it. Which do you suggest he take?
Can I open this one up to the other players?
Yeah, go for it.
Thoughts, feelings?
Can Kekano do like a stealth roll to try and just underneath?
He's gonna do kind of the equivalent to like avoid notice, but it's still possible he'll get hit.
I mean, also like
he is a little
Kekano is on
guy.
Japan.
His stealth is not high.
If Cal
We'll say.
had passed without trace on herself, she would have it on everyone, especially Kekano.
That's true. That's a fair argument.
We love fair arguments in
We
this
do.
game.
We're all for fairness here.
You've been giving me pass without trace this entire time. There would be no reason it wouldn't be on everyone else.
Yeah, and I should have been making you roll for concentration for it the whole time, I think. But
Oh,
No,
you know
no, no.
what? What's that?
yeah, Kekano has pass without trace. That makes sense to me.
Then cut straight through. Do it. Chance it.
All right.
What's Kekano's HP like?
Not
Maybe
high, but higher than
No.
it was.
Okay.
Kekano has a total of 11 HP right now, I think.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
What
He's a
happens-
little baby
real
boy.
talk, what happens if he dies? Does he just like go back to Fish's subconscious? Like, what happens?
He's
It
dead
hurts-
forever and he never comes back.
It hurts him, and
go
that's
into the
really
lobster
sad,
bowl.
and Fish has to do a ritual to bring him back.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, we lose Kekano forever. We get Omar the lobster.
Yes,
Oh,
Omar the
okay,
Lobster
great.
becomes canon. To avenge Kekano, he teleports to this reality. All right.
Hi, Noodle. Hey.
Noodle is visiting.
I told everyone that it was his birthday on the Inkcast.
That's
Is
good. Happy birthday,
birthday.
Noodle. As a present,
Pepper
you'd
just
be nice
left.
to your
Otherwise,
brother.
I'd say Pepper, say happy birthday in cat.
Then let us get Kekano moving. He
Yeah.
goes,
Alright, he's talking to him.
Tokyo drifts around the corner, slides underneath, and
and gets bludgeoned to death. Like the home run bat sound from Super Smash Bros.
okay. Here's where a fair argument really saved you. Kekano rolled a natural 2. He gets 2+2 for stealth for a 4, and then a +10 for pass without trace for a 14, which takes him just a little bit over the passive perception of the Pulgasari he's running around. Pass Without Trace is literally the only thing that kept him from being smashed into a Kekino-looking pancake.
Thank you, Cal.
Okay, and his action for the turn is going to be spitting out the life gem on Shiho. I think if Fish was willing to give up an action next turn to like coach Kekino through how to use it, or you know, kind of like reach through Kekino in the way that you use your magic now to like apply it to him, you would bring Shiho back. But yeah, Shiho has the life gem like sitting on his chest, basically.
Yeah. All right. Next turn, we'll forfeit an action for that.
That is the top of the round. Cal's turn with Kafan on deck. Cal, give me that medicine check.
19.
19. You are up. You are awake. You have 1 hit point, and you have your turn.
You're in
prone.
a bush.
Yeah,
I'm
you're in a bush. You are prone, so you have to use half your movement to stand back up. Yeah, you're up and at him, and you got your whole turn. And Fish was probably just kind of like kicking the bell pieces along that you had been carrying and dropped. So you can grab those again if you want. And yeah, what do you want to do?
I feel like the thing that makes the most sense to me is I have a new spell called Virtue, which is you touch one creature, imbuing it with vitality. If a target has at least 1 hit point, it gains a temporary hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. The temporary hit points are lost when the spell ends, so that's just one duration. That's just 1 round, but at least it gets me kind of past death's door, and I can hopefully start moving forward to at least hide in a corner and potentially get to somebody to do something.
Yep.
All right. So I will do that so that it will be 1d4 plus my spellcasting, which I think is 3. Okay, so that'll be 5 temporary hit points.
All right, 5 temporary hit points.
Object interaction, I will pick up my sonic rings.
Yep.
The one that's about to explode, we left behind. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. If that's the choice you want to make, then yeah.
And I will probably scooch closer towards Fish, but like probably find some corner to hide. I don't know if that's like under this tree or something like that, but
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you can get up, you grab your stuff. There's like a section of wall here that's on the map under this bush that you can kind of like tuck yourself against, where you can still see May, and you can kind of see Fish disappearing. You can kind of get a little bit of a look up into where the ruins are, and keep an eye on things while still yourself being kind of hidden and safe.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That is your turn. You cast Virtue. You have a bonus action if you want, I believe. Is Virtue a bonus action?
No, Virtue's an action.
Okay, then yeah, you have a bonus action.
I'll do bonus action hide.
You got it. Roll me that stealth check.
Okay, I'm just gonna point out, Ellie stopped me from saying it, and now we've already done it, so you can't, there's no takebacks. Kel would have lost concentration for Pass Without Trace when she passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know.
You know, but you know.
I know that now, but I had already agreed to it.
Alright.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, I'm not gonna do it.
You successfully avoided me remembering that for long enough for Kekino to not die. He was in Schrodinger's shadow.
Kekino was using the power of suggestion.
Yes. Kekino believed himself so hidden that he functionally had passed.
You know what?
He was
I don't
humming
think-
the Mission Impossible theme song while he was sliding around.
Here's the thing: Kakano never knew that Cal passed out, and therefore had the confidence.
There's a power of belief.
The power of belief.
And the placebo passed without trace. What a legend.
That's what I'm arguing. Oh my god, why are my dice going so fucking crazy today? Alright, fine. That's an 8.
Okay. With an 8, let me just redraw this. With a, wait, that was an 8 total stealth?
Yeah, I rolled a 4 and I have a +4 because I'm not using,
Cal pushes through the bushes, leads up against the wall, goes, okay, May's alive, Fish is alive, Kakano's alive, just like reaches up and like grabs a branch and just kind of like pulls it in front of you and is like, I'm just gonna rest here a minute.
those are like, they always, like that one gif on Tumblr, which is like the 2D animation, it's the guy in the bush. No one knows this? Okay, never mind.
No.
I don't know it. I'm sorry. The only
You mean the
book-
Homer Simpson?
It's not. I can't
the
be
hedge?
because that one's effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fish is doing like the aerial on the side of Eric's boat at the beginning of The Little Mermaid, and it turns to the side, and Kel's not hiding there, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay,
Uh,
good to see you're up.
all right, that is Kafan with, well, now you know that Shiho is dead, so I've just been pretending to roll for him because he had already failed all of his saving throws. You can absolutely see Kafan in a fist fight with an elephant. He is going to do 3 attacks. Hit. Miss, shockingly. He has to roll very low to miss. And hit. Fish, you can see both of his metal gauntlets are gone, and he's just like, he's just got his fists. They got 8.
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll some damage for those. $15 damage to number 3. This Pulgasari's feeling it. This Pulgasari's not doing so hot. There's a lot of like fist-shaped marks all over his body. Kind of on his last legs a little bit. Yeah, he sees. You can see him notice Kakano as Kakano slides past. This one, yes.
Yeah.
That brings us, skipping Shiho, to the Pulgasari with May on deck. First things first, there is a giant illusory Pulgasari here. Pulgasari 2 is going to use its entire movement to get away. It's running this way. Doesn't even stop to eat this piece of metal. This Pulgasari is still concentrating on this piece of metal, but
I'm
he's
just saying
young.
it could dash away. It could dash away, Patrick.
It might.
It could dash
Actually,
away.
I'm going to roll to see if it does. But I'm seeing if the Pulgasari teenager is stupid enough to keep metal on this piece.
It is a teenager.
Shockingly, he rolled above a 10 with the minuses. So he breaks concentration on the heat metal, and that bell piece does not explode, doing 4d8 damage.
Patrick, you have to free Mooney from jail.
Oh, Mooney's in jail?
I'm on my iPad, but I'm assuming you guys can't see me.
No, we
No.
can't see you.
So I can either just stay on here, or you can unlock me from my jail cell.
I will unlock you from your jail cell.
Oh, you just can't handle not seeing my face?
No, it's too cute.
Okay.
For the
You
audience,
know, sorry, go on.
my phone locks social media at 9 o'clock because I am a toddler who needs restraints.
And honestly, you should be a toddler with restraints too. I'm gonna be.
No, this is the
asshole,
part
like-
where it's revealed that you're like the Jane Eyre wife in the cupboard or whatever.
The attic, yeah. Everybody else should have locks. Everybody else should be deeply controlled by their partner. No, I'm genuinely with me. Going to have social media lock me out, and it's great. And if you have any problems with any already sort of issues with social media, all right, let me switch screens.
I was just thinking right now, you know, like the mobster stereotype of like, I want his wife dead, I want his son dead. That's how I feel about these fucking elephants.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was off on a totally different tangent. I was like, I want his wife dead. I want his son dead. I want his wife in the cupboard dead.
Thinking different thoughts.
I want his illegitimate French daughter also dead. Can we get Jane Eyre jokes here? I know Patrick knows nothing about Jane Eyre.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. Pulgasari 6 is going to run away.
And they're just gonna keep running, right?
And
running.
now I need to do a yeah, we'll say that. Ooh, that is not a good stat for them. Okay, well, we'll try it anyway. That is a shockingly good roll for how bad their charisma is. The Pulgasari has enough strength of will to keeping a very, very heavy eye on the illusionary Pulgasari, just kind of like get out of the way and try and like go around. And once it's out of sight, is going to like loop back around and try and get at the metal.
Fucking
hoping
greedy.
hoping that the giant Pulgasari doesn't take it from him and maybe eat him. Yeah, he used his action to dash, but he didn't entirely leave. All right, that is weirdly all of my sound not working. Right.
It's time for May the Mobster to come out.
Yeah. I want that Pulgasari dead.
The
his
sequel
cousin.
to Minnie
Yeah.
the Moocher.
His cousin.
Yeah.
May the Monster. That's a
Good.
deep cut joke for the
Yeah.
Hey,
fans of Well Dressed Folk, I guess.
Fish
you want to know
will sing the
what's
song.
really funny? Hun, not as much as a deep cut as it used to be. American Dad in this season just had a Minnie the Moocher parody song in the old animation style.
See, that doesn't surprise me at all
Ah.
because, like,
I mean, he's a
animation is
huge
made by
fan of
animation nerds. Yeah, exactly.
But like Seth MacFarlane is a huge fan of jazz, so that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's a
supposed
piece
to
of shit
die
out
on
of this guy.
9/11.
What?
Wasn't he supposed to die on 9/11, but he didn't get on the flight?
Seth MacFarlane?
Yeah. Am I making this up?
I haven't heard of that,
Maybe.
but
No
that
idea.
wouldn't surprise me. I just know that he is buddies with one of the girls from Victoria's, and they sing like sexy jazz albums, and I'm like, what?
It's crazy, hey.
That's very weird.
And they're good.
Yeah.
Good.
He's a
Seth
great singer.
MacFarlane. Seth MacFarlane, creator of Family Guy, narrowly escaped the tragic events of September 11, 2001 after missing his flight on one of the planes that crashed into the World Trade Center.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I swear, he goes around telling this story.
It's a good story.
That is crazy. Okay. Then last Pulgasari is going to attack Kafan because it didn't see Kekano. So that is going to be hit. Okay. Yeah, Kafan looks pretty bloody. He's still holding his own. He's not bad in any way, but he's really getting beat up by this elephant as he fist fights, a creature that is genuinely like 15 times his body weight. Then it's going to snack on a piece of metal from this huge stash right here.
I'm gonna murder this thing. I'm gonna bludgeon this creature to within an inch of its life.
They get a few more inches.
Uh,
I'm gonna drag it back and present its head to the mobster's back in Seoul.
Yeah. Don't ever fuck with me. Here's a weird elephant's head. All right. Yep, that's all good. That happens. Cool. That is May's turn with Fish on deck.
Yeah, good. I'm moving May to just behind Fish. So I'm assuming she would have to muscle past them to get closer in. So she would just say
They're gonna see her coming and just like step to the side. So like, yep, you just come on in. And
Fish is taking the most direct route. You can go around.
Well, I mean, how can I?
If you give me an athletic check, in athletics or acrobatics, I'll let you just kind of like scramble over the wall next to this gap Fish is in, or just kind of like squeeze past Fish. You can also just fully walk up the stairs over here.
I don't know. May doesn't need to be in the room. She just needs to have line of sight.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah. For Fishes, and she's going to use an action.
You can get here in your turn, which gets you line of sight on the Pulgasari.
Love it. And she's going to use her action to move.
With your projector system, do you get to move your illusion?
I do.
No?
I do. I get to use an action to move it.
Okay.
It's going to be right in front of this fucker.
Right in front of it? Do you not have a movement limit?
No, it just says I can move it to anywhere I can see.
Teleport it from here to here?
Yeah, where do you want it? You want it here? You want it here?
Yeah. I just want it to be able to see it.
Okay.
And then I want it to fucking bludgeon itself in a wall out of panic. That's what I want to happen. And then next time May will come in and gut it like a fish.
Here's the thing. If you put it here, it's tall enough that Pulgasari 2 could see it over the wall and would absolutely continue to dip. But 3 would charge right towards you to try to escape. While if you put it on this side,
we don't have to worry about 3.
3 would have to go this way.
Yeah, no, I'll do that thing so I can go through the barricades.
Okay.
Be gone, thought.
You... can you do noise with your projector system? No, it's just image,
I'm gonna yell. May's just gonna yell her fucking heart out. To get its attention. Yeah.
Pulgasari is waving its tusks around to try to keep Kafan off, turns a little too far to the side, and just sees, like, this giant fucking beast.
And it's doing, like, threat display shit, you know? It's like, fucking,
It's standing on its hind legs, it's
about to charge.
Yeah, it's about to charge. Okay, that was movement and action. Any bonus action?
Yeah, she reloads a blunderbuss.
Yeah. Walloping or regular? I guess you
Walloping.
don't. I guess you don't actually have to choose until you shoot it. Technically, you would have to tell me, but I don't care. So just tell me when you shoot it. If you retroactively put walloping or not in it.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. It is Fish's turn. Remember,
action.
you can use an action to revive Shiho.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. And then bonus action to just finish off number 3 with the whole one, the one that is the thing. Blasphemous starts.
Kekino lays the gem on Shiho's chest and like snuggles into him and kind of like nudging him with his nose, like, "Please get up. You're the brother of the guy who gave us baths, and that was really nice. And he's gonna miss you if you're not doing good. You gotta get up." and you channel your power through Kekino, and you focus on him, and you focus on this gem, and Shiho is alive again. As you did genuinely catch him, I think 2 rounds before he would be permanently dead, and even a life gem wouldn't bring him back. All right, that is the action. Bonus action. Blasphemous starts. You gonna use your movement at all?
Yeah, you know what? Like, just so that Kafan doesn't feel like he's going it alone, we can just move on up to be like at his side.
Yeah, and the illusion does kind of cover you. Like this creature is not going to be really paying attention to you with the illusion here. You can kind of like get up within his view and be like, "Hey, I'm here. What's up?"
Yeah, and it's very much going to be like don't worry about this one. It's not real.
Yeah. No, this one's okay. Okay.
And to murder the number 3 to death.
Okay. Give me that damage for blasphemous darts.
The fat dart does. Let me make sure I'm counting. 10 damage. And then the other 2 do 3 and 2 respectively.
10, 3 and 2, 15. This thing is very badly hurt. It's not quite dead, it's very close.
Fish shouts back over their shoulder, "May you can get the final shot in!"
You just hear me like cocking the blunderbuss.
Yeah. Yes.
And Cal's like, "Yeah, you guys take care of it. I'm here in my bush." It's honestly kind of nice here. I might take a nap. Okay.
The birthday bush.
Yeah, the birthday bush. That is the top of the round with Cal now and Kafan on deck.
Alrighty, I got booted again, so I will go back in. I was trying to refresh to see if it would like move back in, but no. Thank you.
You are on the players list for me 3 separate times.
Ugh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It doesn't affect me at all. It's just like, wait, what is happening?
We need to have at least 6 to account for all of Cal's doubles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm so sorry. I'm just reaching my kind of tiredness. So Cal is only back to 1 hit point again. So I could, what I could do, is I could do another temp hit points just to kind of again keep me from being on the brink of death, and then I could try to do a shadow wave and try to angle it so I just hit the Pulgasari.
Let's see. If you use your movement, you could get like here and do a shadow wave that would only hit the Pulgasari.
Tekino is still being moved in proportion to Cal.
Not for me.
Not for me either.
Okay.
Oh, it is for me, yeah.
Weird.
I saw it. I saw it happen.
Kekino is just sitting right here.
He was hanging out with the Pulgasari too.
I'm with Patrick.
He was doing.
I'm with Patrick. That's funny
It's
though.
an Australian thing.
Yeah.
It's Australian internet.
It's the gravity. Anyways, yeah. Any thoughts, or should I just do that?
My opinion is, how about you just not die?
Yeah.
That too.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I have a cursed doll, which is not useful, and then I have a healer's amulet, which only kind of adds to doing a healing spell. But I'm out of healing magic except for virtue, which I can just kind of keep refreshing myself, and then it disappears again.
Yeah.
You can like just do your spell and then run out of sight of it.
Run out of what?
Run like out of sight of it, like go up
If
behind.
everybody be like, nah, go, Cal, leave without us.
Yeah, Cal, you're good.
All right, I'll do virtue, and then I'll just keep scampering and hiding, I guess.
Okay. So you're not doing the shadow wave, or you're doing the shadow wave and then you're scampering off again?
Shadow wave is bonus action. Virtue's
do-
action. I can just use movement and not hide.
Okay. Yeah.
But isn't there some over in the fucking Rite of May? Did
No.
Kakano see them in there? No,
There
they all
were-
came in.
There were over on this side of the field, there was like one juvenile way out here that just like
Fucked
ran
off.
off. Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Then I can go check on the explodey one anyway, so that
Not
works.
part of this fight.
But not get too close to the explodey one.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
that is gonna be
Oh,
7.
I have to do a saving throw, right, for Shadow Wave?
I haven't done that yet. I did my virtue first.
Okay.
I got 7 temporary hit points. And Shadow Wave is going to be wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. I
Flanked?
don't. What?
Flanked?
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
So you get your stealth bonus.
If I can.
Yeah. I don't think this should come as a surprise now that you've been fighting these creatures for a little while. Extremely high strength, very high constitution, dexterity okay, intelligence, wisdom, charisma pretty bad.
Oh, what a shock.
You're fucking
Who would
kidding
have
me.
thought?
Yeah, that's a with bonuses a 1, so definitely fail.
Well, there we go. Okay, so 3d6 plus 3d6. 66. Get the fuck out of here. 85. 12. 16. 22.
22 damage. Okay. Pulgasari 3. As May moves this illusion and a giant creature forms in front of it, it spins away from Kafan, trumpets, and goes up on its back legs to try and defend itself from and move away from this giant creature. Your Shadow Wave takes it right in the stomach and splits open its body cavity. Organs go everywhere. It's really nasty. It smells horrible. Kafan is like, "Look for my gauntlets!"
Yeah,
and,
where's my knife?
and yeah, this thing is fully dead. Pulgasari 3 is absolutely toast.
Yeah.
Yep. There is no other Pulgasari that are like imminently threatening you. Although 2 is on the other side of a barricade from you, it may be running if it sees the illusionary Pulgasari.
May make sure it sees it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can abstract the rest of the battle. May just chasing off this Pulgasari. They run and they do not look back. Pulgasari 2 and 6 are gone. And we end this combat as the last surviving of the Pulgasari disappears off into the distance.
Thank Christ.
Fuck out of here.
As you all gather up back together, maybe gathering up some of the extra bell pieces and helping
Every single
collect
piece that remains, we're getting them.
yeah, you can. Yeah, just you probably want to like check in with each other first before you scour the field in case you missed any. But yeah, the Pulgasari are gone. They're not stopping. So you got a little bit of time. You meet back up. Cal's pretty fucked up. Everybody is bloody.
May's
Kekano.
not.
May is totally fine. May has just wreaked havoc.
May's like, I want blood on me, the blood of those fucking beasts.
Yeah, May has a tiny bit of splatter, like on a boot, and it's like not enough. Doesn't enough to sake the bloodlust.
May's like over the face with the
Yes.
As you reconvene, Kekano is helping up Shiho, and he is very shakily getting to his feet as Kafan rummages through the guts of this Pulgasari and, with cheers of success, finds his gauntlets, which are nasty, but he
May gives him the cleaning stone.
Oh, thank you so much, my friend. And starts cleaning them. The cleaning stone like takes dirt off the object, but doesn't like destroy it. So it's like goes over the blade, big like glob of blood falls to the ground. Goes over the blade, big glob of blood falls to the ground over and over again. Yes, as he gets his weapons back and is cleaning them, and Shiho is shakily getting to his feet. As you all come together now, Kafan turns and says, "Oh, you're all right, my friend. Are you hurt? Or did the creatures hurt you? I'm doing pretty poorly, but you saved many pieces of my bell, so I'll deal with it." Oh, that is good to hear, my friend. I heard from the village that you had come this way. You are Mr. Shiho, is that correct? Yes, and my brother sent you. Oh, your it kind of like turns to you. His brother said to you to get him.
May takes out the sensory stone and walks forward and says, "My name is May Gladly. These are my good friends and associates, Fish." And May kind of like looks at Cal for her to introduce, because she doesn't want to be undercover still.
We got out of battle, and your mic was like, "Nah, fuck this."
May looks at Cal for her to introduce herself, because May isn't sure whether she's, incognito in a situation like this.
Mm-hmm.
Cal does like a kid who just woke up, like crusty eyes, just like waiting, and just like not even understanding what the look was, and it's just like hair is like a mess, like covered in blood and dirt, just doing the like sleepy teenager, just like she's still like looking around and trying to figure out if any of these creatures are the ones that contain her weapons.
Fish will step in to speak up, like not to introduce Cal, but to go, we're all friends and allies here.
And May passes the sensory stone to Shiho and says, "This is a message from your brother. He asked that if we found you, we'd give it to you. If you," and it like kind of gestures like, I don't know, for Shiho to use it, whether it's he goes seeks a private corner or whatever.
I think, as tired and like injured as he is, like, this is very clearly an older man. He looks old, which means in sorcerer terms he's probably fairly old. You don't know if the like dragon sorcerers slow down aging as much as you guys. You don't know 100%, but like obviously not someone who cries. So he is. You can see him like kind of holding it back as he's getting misty-eyed, and he wraps the stone in his hand. And he pulls it close to his chest, and he's kind of like breathes in, and you can feel that he is taking in the memory, and he is hearing, he is feeling the memory, because you recognize it in yourself and in Sinner, and he is doing that. Does do all of you, and especially May, like give him a little bit of privacy, or are you just kind of waiting until he's done, or what have you?
May absolutely gives him privacy. May starts digging in the guts for Cal's weapons.
Fish is just gonna go over to Cal with Kakano and be like, "You good?"
Cal's was like, oh, I'm so tired. Is it? Do you know if it's? Oh.
Here, take the boy. Take the boy.
Take me. I am here.
Just nuzzles up to Kakano, just like smush cheek to cheek, and she goes, "Thank you."
As
You were dragging me around. I appreciate it. Glad I didn't die. It would have been awful to have my death day and my birthday be the same.
so this is your birthday.
I don't know. Is it still my birthday?
Are you fucking with me a little bit here? What's going on?
Dad, isn't that crazy?
What?
How'd you know? What? What's going on?
I don't know what.
Dad, that's crazy, right? Like it's Colliginus' birthday, and then it's your birthday, and then.
Okay, then do you think everybody's birthday is Fish's birthday? Like every time somebody has a birthday, it's also Fish's birthday? Or do you think every day is Fish's birthday? This just sounds like something that you two would do.
Dad tried to convince me once that every day was their birthday, but that was a very funny joke. But I don't believe that anymore. No, Dad, isn't it your birthday? You said we weren't going to do a party because we were traveling.
Listen, pal, we'll work it out in a sec, but just for now, just make sure Colliginus is nice and comfortable.
Of course. Purr. He does his like loud, purposeful purr because he can't do it naturally to comfort Cal.
Then they just to close out the interaction, they go, all right, well, happy birthday.
Also, happy birthday. If you're fucking with me, you have. Oh, I'll figure it out later. Just lumps it over.
Yeah.
As May is seeing this moment, turning from Chiho's tender moment to then maybe seeing a tender moment with Fish and Colliginus, learning
so nice.
It's their birthdays.
I'm gonna get my spear.
Yeah. Where'd those Pulgasari go? I need to shoot him. Do you kind of look around?
An ivory hunter, motherfucker.
Do you kind of look around at this area you're in? You must have, because you're looking through the. You're
absolutely.
looking for Hal's weapons. As you look around, you notice one thing immediately without a roll.
Oh God!
And you will have to roll an investigation check for the further information.
Okay, I'll just do that now because already I'm gonna obviously want further information.
It's a cow. It's a great cow.
That's a nat 1, which goes up to a 7, and I'll flash a genius at 10.
Wow. That is
filled with bloodlust.
That is functionally reverting a nat 1. Wow. As you look around, it hits you. You were so focused on the battle, and it seemed natural because you're always surrounded by it. And it's only now, as you're calming down, that you realize how weird it is. You're looking at bits of wood that were cobbled together into this barricade, and then you're looking onto the walls, the pieces of the building that still stands, and everywhere is covered in hieroglyphics.
What? Like, sorry, just to make sure we're on the same page. Hieroglyphics as in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Ancient Egyptian writing.
Does May recognize any of the passages?
with that investigation check of one, yes, you do recognize some of them because this is your expertise, but you can tell that clearly this was like in a place, and then Shiho grabbed things to like make these barricades, and it ruined like a lot of phrases. But you can tell that like some of these were phrases. This like said something. It's written fairly small and very densely. That's why it seems so natural. It was almost like a pattern. Because each symbol was only an inch high. It seems to be spiraling in towards the center, focusing on what you can see, where the bell tower used to be, where the bell used to be hung. And in the center there is a mark. The stone around the bottom of the bell tower is clear of symbols, and then there is a string of them right in the middle. And as Cal receives her comfort and Fish gives her a little space, and May sees these symbols, you hear as Kafan drives his blade into Shiho's heart, walks up behind him, and snaps his neck as he falls down dead. And that is where we will end tonight's session of Well-Dressed Bones. Yeah.
We go, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me. You owe me a life gem. Excuse me.
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, hey, hold on. Hey, man, hold on a second. What?
Hi, Bridget.
Wait. We have life gems as like I also have a life gem, but the neck snapping makes it can't use them. Is that right?
No, he is full dead, but you still have the minute to use a life gem. He just went from like 3 hit points to incapacitated to fully dead and failed all death saving throws like pretty much instantly. Yeah.
I was just like.
I need to beat the shit out of this guy. Maybe like later the blunderbuss round 2.
Yep.
She's like, oh, I needed to stay bloodthirsty to kill this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's why. That's why. As on Owlbear, I will just put the death marker on Shiho.
Oh my god!
And I will replace Kafan with enemy Kafan.
This is what we get for dodging battles for this entire 10 episodes.
Okay.
No, this was here the whole time. I knew about this before you ever came to Korea. I know exactly who this guy is.
I'm taking us back now to when Mooney said in chat that this is the contrast between season 1, fight 1, Fish runs away. Season 2, fight 1, Fish pledges allegiance to some guy. It's like, don't worry, we're gonna look out for each other. Oh, hold on a second. Wait, what? Dude, what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I will also point out he knew Shiho's name, even though none of you said it.
Oh my god, right.
I did notice that, and I didn't like it.
Like, he has a reputation. I don't fucking know. He learned from the villagers.
I know, and that's what he said happened.
I'm so glad May reloaded her body.
Yeah. Yeah, that's ready.
I want Fish to hold up point at Cal and go, she's a birthday girl. She's a little birthday girl.
She's a little birthday girl. We're not doing this right now.
You
She's a
can't
birthday
do
girl.
that.
We can fight. She's going down to rest.
It's almost, and when it's not her birthday, it's my birthday. That means you've got 26 hours. You gotta be nice to us.
Yeah. What time is it right now? Oh, it's 11:55. You got 5 minutes for her being the birthday girl, and that's me.
Patrick, I am telling you, with no mincing of words, literally the moment we open next episode, my first day, May shoots this guy in the dick. immediately. I don't care what he has to say. So if you're gonna need monologuing to get in quick, you better get it in first thing, because May is going in.
It is the DM's prerogative to monologue. The time between the bullet leaves the chamber and it hits him will be 5 minutes if I need to make a speech first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Time is fluid in DM monologuing time. But yes, with that, I think we will end our recording and say good night. Mooney desperately needs to go to sleep. And we will catch you all next time on Well Dressed Bones as we see what's up with Kafan and also the hieroglyphics.
What the
What's the
fuck?
deal?
What
with
the
Kafan?
fuck?
That's the title, right?